What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Crossroads Podcast, your place for the latest news, events, and discussion in the world of PlayStation, PC, and Xbox gaming. I'm your host, LeRon Dawkins, and back with me tonight are my beautiful co-hosts. One, the only, Mr. Andre Wilson. What's good? What's good, dude?
It is cold. Oh, hang on. It is
Bro,
cold.
are you like 30 feet away from your microphone?
It is so. No, I'm just kidding. It is you know when you're in summer. Yeah. So when you're in like midsummer and you just wish it was like cold because you're super hot, and then all of a sudden summer ends and you wake up one day and it is cold as shit outside. That's how Vancouver is. I don't know what happened, but we went from like t-shirt, sleep, sweaters. I don't know.
Bro, I was outside in a t-shirt today, man. It's 70 degrees up here in Wisconsin.
I hate you guys.
Yeah.
I'm at work. I wake up and I'm like, time to go to work. Like it's so cool.
Yeah, the weather is yo-yoing up here. Like it was 71 today. But the weather's been kind of like bouncing all over the place. But in Virginia, you can get all four seasons literally in one day.
You lie.
All right, and of course, my man Stoyovich is back. What's up, good buddy?
Hello. How are you?
I missed you guys. Even though you guys basically ignored the fuck out of me in chat the past few days.
Oh my god, whatever.
LeRon,
pay attention to me.
There was one day where I think you sent like a link in the chat, and I assume for you guys it would have been like maybe like 8 or 7, but for me it was like 5:30 in the morning, and I had just woken up for work, and I literally said aloud, I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this right now. I was so mad. I'm like, I'm not doing this right when I woke up.
Up this
I didn't even have coffee. I'm like, I'm not even gonna entertain this guy right now before I kill him.
It wasn't even anything obnoxious, dude.
Like,
come on.
It was, I woke up, give my fiance a kiss by phone, LeRon's face. I'm like, I don't want to see you first thing in the morning. I'm like, I don't want to do this.
I was waiting for my kiss, dude. Like I mean, I get it. Fiance.
Sorry that we all live so far away, man.
Fiance and kids first. Yeah, I get that. But where was mine?
I'm sorry. Next time, as soon as I wake up, it's gonna go fiance, kids, LeRon.
I guess every morning I'll just send you a gif of someone blowing a kiss your way. Maybe is that gonna make you feel better?
That'll do it. That'll do it.
We'll find out the first time it happens.
I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Ow.
I'm taking everybody a good weekend.
What did I do this weekend?
Halloween?
Oh, I did actually in my neighborhood, like we leave. Just fuck them kids.
Oh yeah,
I remember you said that last week.
Jesus
fuck them
Lord.
kids.
Holy FTK.
You and the wife had a date night.
Yeah, well, multiple. So we actually on Saturday we did a brewery tour actually. That was really cool because we haven't done one of those in a while.
Is that like you guys just like hop from brewery to brewery?
No, that's literally like where you go to a brewery and they give you a tour of their facility. So
like how they make the beer and everything.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yep.
I thought you meant like there was a strip and you went
Listen,
like brewery.
Middle-aged white people go gaga over this shit. Brewery tours? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. And then you got the old people there that are just like fascinated with everything this tour guide is saying. They use hops in beer? Wow, that's a plant. And it's
There's
oh my god.
There's like potato chips and then a brewery tour.
Yeah. Yep. So but I feel like I got to keep going because LeRon's got a mouthful of Cheetos. Cheetos, my guy? Really? Mm-hmm. Cheetos? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
You know I snack every time the camera's on.
Cheetos?
What's wrong with that?
Cheetos. You're going to get like cheese dust all over your keyboard. Don't you have like a $5,000 computer?
Mm-hmm. I'm not because I'm very good at licking my fingers.
That's gross, man.
And then you take your
dude. That is
keycaps?
Actually, I cannot stand looking at people that do that. If I go out and eat barbecue with people or something like that, and they start licking their fingers, I'm like, that's fucking gross, man. I can't. So you turn your screen off when you do that. Okay, I'm not looking at it. Like that's
LeRon, if you're the type of person
use a
that like,
napkin. Use a
you're the type of,
napkin.
if you're the guy that like eats and then licks the fingers and then starts typing, we can't be friends. I'm sorry.
Oh
Your
yeah, that's
keyboard,
even worse.
your keyboard must look
I
disgusting.
no, it doesn't.
Oh, is he gonna show us the? Okay,
And yes, I am wearing pants. Yeah.
okay, fair enough.
Too
That
bad.
that
Too
was
bad it's all
always.
super blurry, but yeah, like my keyboard is fine.
I don't know, man. I can't.
And you have the matching mouse pad going too.
Yeah. Whoops. I'm sorry, Stoy. I'm sorry. Stoy's like this motherfucker.
Whatever. Anyway,
I handed out candy. I handed out candy last night. It was funny because like me and my roommate, you know, like we had to catch ourselves. I was like, man, do we look like a gay couple right now? Because it's like one or the other comes to the door, not both of us at the exact same time.
well, you guys should have came to the door at the same time. You guys should have been like, "Hello, here's your candy." I don't know what
Yeah.
I don't know what the process is. Like, I think I've done trick or treating once in my neighborhood, and I
Mhm.
did the classic. I sat outside in the front porch with like a 30-pack of Pabst, and I was like, I handed it out to all the dads.
Wait, a 30.
Yeah, that's a Wisconsin thing.
Actually,
I don't know if you guys do that by you guys, but if you go like in some neighborhoods, there'll always be a dad sitting out in the driveway, handing out candy, and he's got beers for the dads. So like that's what I did.
you're
I
a
went through about
hero.
I went through a half of a 30-pack of Paps. I mean, dads don't give a shit. Dads don't want to be out there. Dads hate their kids. So it's like fuck this shit.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden they see this guy that's like, "Hey man, you want a beer? Hell yes. Thank you." So
Honey, I'm gonna stay here with him. I will see you guys later.
yeah, listen, I can see the kids all the way down the block, so they're fine. I'm gonna hang out
Andre,
with them.
what's the age gap of your children?
My son turned 3 in February, and my daughter just turned 8.
8. Okay, so by the time you're on year 17 at Halloween, we'll revisit this.
Yeah. I will be that dad handing out beer and then having my own beer beside me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's. I mean, I guess that would make it worth it, but then that means I got to talk to my neighbors. So my
Yeah,
neighbors are cool, actually. I mean, I was outside raking the. I was talking about earlier this week how I find yard work now kind of oddly relaxing.
God, you are so white, holy.
What? I know.
Said you are
I know.
so white.
Yeah, I know.
I find yard work nice and relaxing.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh, I can't wait to
feel
rake some leaves. It's gonna be a
honey,
good day.
honey, the leaves are falling. I get the rake out. Oh my god.
No. It's even worse is I look outside and there's a rain cloud and I'm like, yeah, we need that today. We really do.
You're like a dad, but not a dad. It's crazy.
I know. I hated yard work up until this year for some reason. I don't know where it came from, but like I was
must be a new
outside
type
for
of therapy.
I was outside for 3 hours on Sunday. 3 hours. I was edging,
Holy
I was
shit.
trimming, I was raking the leaves, mowing the lawn, all this shit, talking to a neighbor that came outside, and I was like I walked back inside and she's like, "Damn, you were out there for a long time." And I was like,
I will say
get away
there
from
is-
your ass."
There is something oddly satisfying because I used to do landscaping, so I had the mower, and there's something oddly satisfying when you like mow a lawn and you can see the like your like pathway, and it's just
Yeah.
like a nice fresh cut
Mhm.
lawn. You're like, oh god, this is so
Oh,
nice. I
yeah.
don't know why.
It's like it's heaven.
It is. It's
Yeah.
so weird. It's just like, oh god, this is so nice to see.
Your knees buckle behind the lawnmower. You're like, "Oh god."
Yeah. Oh god, so nice.
Oh god. Yeah. Hey, Fran, the neighbor's doing it again. He's having an orgasm on his front yard. Look at him.
Have the blinds like this, honey. Come here,
Honey,
The
he's
neighbor's
doing it again.
Yeah, he's doing it again.
All
That's
right,
it.
well,
That's all I got.
That's all right. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like it's been a bunch of work and
Listen, don't fuck your
stuff.
kids. Okay, like the kids are.
Wait,
your
what?
kids
What?
are fine. Your kids are fine. Your kids are fine. I don't mean.
Hold up.
You know.
What did you
Did
just say?
you hear that? You heard
No,
that, right?
I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I don't
I was
mean.
me and
fuck
LeRon
them
are like,
kids.
hold up.
I don't mean fuck them kids. Okay, I just mean. Your kids
Don't
are
be.
assholes.
Don't. Hey. Listen.
Okay, some of your kids are assholes. Some of your kids are
no,
assholes.
no. I I have had. I don't know if I've talked about this. I have told my daughter. She's come a few times where the boys in the complex are being mean to her, and I say, okay, well, have you told them how you feel? She goes, yes. I'm like, do they leave you alone? She goes, yes. I'm like, okay, we'll just walk away from them, you know. So it ongoing and ongoing, and eventually she comes in. And she's like, the guy, the boys won't leave me alone. I'm like, you know what? Kick him in the dick or punch him in the face. I'm like, just do one of those. And my fiance is like, wow. I'm like, well, I don't know what to say. Like, either kick him in the dick or punch him in the face or both, depending on who it
She's
is.
given them ample warning. Now she has to escalate. Now you got to escalate to
Yeah,
violence.
I've made sure to be like, tell them 3 times, go away, and then you walk away. And if they follow you and they're in your face, but you have all, I will not get mad at you. Go ahead.
No. Yep.
Free reign.
And here I was sitting there waiting for Andre to say, well, if they're being mean to you, is there a fucked up way of showing that they like you?
No,
No,
man,
I'm waiting to when you give your daughter a pocket knife. I'm waiting for that moment.
I was thinking that or a taser. It depends on who it is.
I don't know. I think a pocket knife would do some more permanent damage. Just saying.
Sure, actually.
This is why I don't have kids, everybody. This is why I don't have kids. I'd be giving my 7-year-old daughter a pocket knife. And I'd be like, you
So
got
if
to
little
like
Jimmy
the face-off
comes up
thing.
to you,
Stab him in the thigh and twist so the wound doesn't close. Just saying.
If little
Okay,
Jimmy comes
here-
up to you, pull this out and threaten him.
Yeah.
Here at the Crossroads podcast, we do not endorse violence against minors,
Speak for yourself.
especially minors of an extremely young age.
Speak for yourself.
We do not condone that. We do not encourage that. So yes,
I'm not saying I'm going to stab a kid. I'm not going to stab a kid. I'm just going to tell another kid, you can stab him.
There have been a few times in my complex where I've had to go out and like scream at kids because apparently there was like this one time, I guess like the leader of the kids was I guess
There's always a leader.
The leader of the kids?
Dude, there's always this one kid who's just
God
who's
damn
just
it.
like the
hold
head.
on,
That's
don't
why
even
you go
don't
after
even
him.
don't even
Go
finish
after
the
him.
story.
Oh, I did. I did.
Don't even finish the story because
No,
like
I wanted to finish the story.
now
I
I
wanted to
see
finish the story.
Now all I'm thinking about is both you and Andre are like at the fucking playground like Peter Griffin in that one episode of fucking Family Guy whooping like 40 kids' asses.
So anyway, so there's like this leader of the kids, and he's just like he's
a boss battle.
He's like the most ruthless of them. And there was one time where my daughter came in and she's like, there's a boy talking bad about mommy outside. So I immediately got up. I'm like, who is it? And I opened the door.
Your wife could have handled that. Like,
true, she could have, but I wanted to scream at him. So this gave me a perfect opportunity. So I opened the door. I'm like, hey man, what the fuck's up? And he's like, I'm like, you got something to say? Come here and say it. He's like, I'm like, watch your fucking mouth. And I slammed the door shut. And that was it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And that was it. Listen, I love kids, but I hate kids. I love my own kids, but I hate kids.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Please do not forget you're tuning into the Crossroads Game Podcast right now. You can catch us every week live Tuesday nights at youtube.com/Exodus803 starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or if you're on the West Coast, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. If you miss a live airing of the show, I said Pacific. I did not say specific. I said Pacific.
5:30 specific.
Roll the tape back. Roll the tape back.
I said Pacific. If you missed the live airing of the show, you can catch the official replay of this episode at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at youtube.com/Exodus803. Listen to the Crossroads Podcast wherever you like to consume podcasts, including Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, along with a whole other host of other podcast locations. The audio versions of our shows go live Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time also. If you want to see previous episodes of our show, all of our episodes can be found over on our partner website. That is the wonderful bossrush.net. If you're watching us on YouTube and like what we're doing here, you'd be doing us a wonderful favor by please not forgetting to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And just so you know, sharing our videos brings the conversation to bigger audiences, and we would love you for doing it. Love you. If audio podcasts are more your speed, please leave us a review. And if you enjoyed the show, consider giving us a 5-star rating. It'd be really swell if you did that. All right, fellas. It's time for us to talk about what we've been playing. I'm hoping there's a lot of wonderful stories here this week.
So,
Because the last 2 weeks was nothing but like game rush. Like it seems like every fucking game under the sun was coming out, and we're gonna get into it later. But we have a week off this week because it's go time next week.
so for me, I've been playing. I recently got into Overwatch 2. Been loving that.
Mm-hmm.
Digimon Survive. That's a slow burn, but now it's starting to get towards the end of the game. So
Who's your character in Overwatch? Who do you like playing as? Or
so
are you still figuring it out?
no,
Not
I
Mei
thought
Ling. Apparently,
I
didn't
thought
it get rid of her?
yeah, she got disabled from like rank mode, but I thought
Yeah.
I was a
Why?
DPS guy. Too OP or something. I don't know.
Unbalanced.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Whatever.
Wait. So is she out of the game, or you just can't play her in ranked?
You just can't play her in ranked, and everyone just plays
And it's
rank,
temporary,
Oh,
apparently.
so
Yeah.
everybody's all butthurt.
Exactly. But I was usually I liked DPS, but for some reason I've been playing a lot more support, and I love support. I either go Moira or the new healer Kiriko. So I'm a support main, which is odd because I didn't think I'd do.
I did that a lot when I played the first one for like a week.
That's fair. And then other than Overwatch 2, I have been humbled by this game. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's called Sekiro. I have been so humbled by a video game. It's not even funny. So full backstory. I've
Wait,
never.
Sekiro is Team Ninja, right?
No, it's the From Software game.
Is it from software? It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So backstory. I have never really played those games, nor have I been interested. But this one is a shinobi, and I like anime, so I put the two together. I'm like, and I got the game for free, so I was like, sure.
They played your weeaboo ass.
They do. I'm usually the guy that likes to go in and not think about the outcome. This game is so difficult because I don't have the patience to wait. So I'm learning each fight to wait, but it's so hard. But it's so rewarding when I kill someone and then I spit on them and go fuck yeah, and then I instantly die from the next person. So, but I am enjoying the game a lot. It's just it's almost fun to just learn how to replay a game, if that makes any sense.
Mm.
So yeah, so it's been humbling to get beaten so badly, but also fun to learn why people enjoy these games so much, because you basically get into a fight and you have to think, okay, and like I can't just go forward. I have to like take a step back and be like, okay, how do I go about this? He attacks 3 times and dodges, so I have to counter it, so on and so forth.
How far into Sekiro are you?
Oh, homie, like the second level. I'm like,
what?
Oh, dude, like it's so hard for me to just get a grasp of everything.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
It's fine. I enjoy it though, but it's very difficult.
I know the game. I know the game is hard. I know it is.
But yeah, other than those 3, that's about it. But I'm excited to hear what Stoy thinks of Call of Duty.
I didn't talk about it last week, did I?
Oh,
No.
I guess no.
No?
You said you were last week you said you were going to start it. But
Yeah.
You hadn't. Yeah.
Really?
So I guess that was Andre's way of pivoting to say I'm tired of talking about myself.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if I told this story about installing Modern Warfare.
Okay.
So.
You put the Modern Warfare disc into your system.
Mm-hmm.
There's no data on it. There's just like a kind of like a 120 megabit
like an installer.
Install. Yeah, basically that's what it is. It's just a little key that gives you access to download 120 gigs of fucking data of this game. So
Awkward.
Yeah.
That's weird though. It's like like the Blu-ray can hold 120 gigs. Like I don't understand what the hell's up.
It can only hold 80. I think it can only hold 80.
You're right. I'm sorry.
But there's like over 120 gigs of the full game, like multiplayer, all the multiplayer modes, the campaign, everything. I think the campaign itself is just 100. Is just 100 gigs.
Man, games
Crazy.
are getting fucking huge.
Yep. So, yeah, it's like you install that, and then which basically gives you access to the main menu. And then in the main menu, this says, "Hey, you have to install the multiplayer pack." Okay, install the multiplayer pack. That's like 20 gigs. You wait, whatever, and then all of a sudden you fire it up, and it's like, okay, if you want to play the campaign, you got to install the first campaign part 1. So it's like, okay, all right, I'll install campaign part 1, 60 gigs. Fine, I got to wait again. Um, and then I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'll just start part 1. I only want to play a little bit. I'll install part 2 later. You can't do that. You can't play the campaign unless you install both parts, and part 2 is like 70 gigs.
Of
So it's like,
course.
Jesus
Of
Christ.
course.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, and then I had to wait for that, and it's like, fine. I went to a midnight release for this game. So yeah, I was like, I at least want to play
I just
something.
wanted to play my fucking game, yeah.
Yeah,
I have a
right?
question.
Yes.
How long did it take you to legitimately start playing the game after the first install? Like
2
hour
hours.
wise? Jesus
2 hours.
Christ. Holy
Wait,
shit.
wait. There was no buffer time? Because you know like how like a certain amount of the game gets in the buffer and you can start playing.
Hell no. You kidding me? No.
What the
No.
fuck?
No.
Okay.
That's
Okay, Activision.
crazy to think.
Yeah. They did this with the last 1 or 2 games or something like that. Like, especially for, like, if you want, like, for me, I just want to play the campaign. I don't want to play multiplayer, so like I could give a shit about it. So like if they had maybe just like put the campaign on the disc, and then just like install it in one big chunk. I don't know why they would have. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yo, that is trash. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's wild. But the campaign's really good. It's different. I actually was just playing a mission where I was sneaking through a Mexican cartel boss's mansion during a party. So there was like a stealth element involved in these games now. Modern Warfare sure has changed, let me tell you. So, but yeah, like the campaigns are really good. All the missions are varied. There's like a mission where you're driving down a road, you're hopping from pickup truck to pickup truck. Um, and you're trying to chase the bad guys. I'm going to kind of leave out major story details, but there's a mission where you're trying to kind of crawl through tall grass. I don't know if you guys remember that Chernobyl mission from the first Modern Warfare.
The
No.
most iconic Call of Duty mission ever.
All right, Andre, I'm just going to talk to you, okay? Because you know what I'm talking about.
It was,
there's a mission where you're like, dressed in a ghillie suit and you got to sneak through high grass and enemies are walking by you like constantly.
So that mission times 2.
Yeah, basically. And you're actually
God.
like sniping a lot of people. Like it's like
so
tandem
cool.
sniping. It's tandem sniping.
That's even cool. Yeah, that like that mission was like peak Call of Duty. It was so good.
Honestly, I feel like playing this Modern Warfare, like I feel like Modern Warfare peaked already. I feel it peaked. I feel the Call of Duty series peaked a long time ago.
That's what a lot of people have said over.
It's really like I think the last like really good, like blown away Call of Duty game. Well, I guess was the first Modern Warfare. The first Modern Warfare was really good. I mean, where I'm the remake of it, or the reboot, whatever they call it.
Yeah,
that was pretty solid. But like, the 2 after that was like, it's all right. This one so far, it's like good, but it's not like it hasn't blown me away yet. I don't know how far I am, but I think I'm a pretty decent chunk in, maybe halfway. But yeah, it involves like you're chasing after this terrorist, who's got these nukes and he's planning on, or he's got these missiles apparently, and he's planning on kind of shipping them to a place where he can fire on the United States. So it's like you're part of these like various special forces teams, and you're trying to chase after where these missiles are going and where they are, and you're working with Mexican special forces. You're working with
Alejandro.
Alejandro Vargas. He's cool, man. He's cool.
To backpack off what you said a bit, I think the whole like Modern Warfare like games like 1, 2, and 3 were like peak.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like 1 was like amazing, 2 was like woof, and then 3 just kind of like ended it, but was still like so good.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, because like this one doesn't have huge battles in it. Like there's no like huge sweeping, like you're storming beaches.
Yeah.
This is all like special forces stuff.
I feel
Small
like
contained
this one.
firefights.
I feel like this one's more like legitimate modern, like
Hmm.
actual, and the ones back then were modernized, but still, excuse me, over the top explosions, Michael Bay
Yeah,
stuff, gunfight. Yeah, right.
yeah. So it's a little bit less Michael Bay now, a little bit more, Zero Dark 30 type stuff. So
I mean,
I'm not complaining about it. I actually like it. Like I
pros
thoroughly
and
like the
cons.
missions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just sometimes I want to crank my shit up and like, listen to, some tanks
Yeah,
blasting, at
yeah, yeah,
buildings and
right.
stuff.
Throw on
But
Molly Crew and just start shooting everyone.
yeah, kickstart my heart. Anyway, um, no, yeah, it's good. Like I said, the campaign so far is it's solid. You got your like I said, you got your iconic sniping mission. You have a driving mission. You have there's like I don't know if you guys heard about the Amsterdam mission. Have you guys
I've
heard about?
I've I've read I've seen it in mentions, but I haven't really like looked up anything on it.
Is
So
that
there's a
one?
particular. Go ahead.
Sorry, is that one supposed to be like the airport one in MW2?
No.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
there is a particular part. There's a particular mission. You have to go into Amsterdam to pick up a high value target, so to speak, and you have to literally capture him in broad daylight in this cafe strip area in Amsterdam. And the amount of
Oh shit!
detail.
You get to rendition somebody?
Yeah. So like literally like it's like painstaking detail of the bridge that goes over this river, the ships that pass through, the markets, everything like meticulously detailed, almost like in real life. I don't know the name of the street offhand, but it has actual real world, it looks like the real thing. So apparently I just read today that one of the hotels is trying to sue or thinking about suing Activision for using its
I
likeliness.
saw that. I
Yeah,
saw that.
which I'm like, man, just
Why though?
yeah, like take the free publicity and go.
Wouldn't that up your sales or some shit?
Yeah,
Like,
like
let's
Exactly.
go stay in the
you're not
hotel and
destroying
call.
the hotel.
No, right?
That's bullshit too. Because like, I guarantee you, they've never tried to like do a lawsuit against Google.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, to me that didn't make sense because I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not going in the hotel and destroying it. You're not
Mhm.
lobbing grenades at it. You're just literally picking up a guy at a cafe who is a known terrorist. Oh no, you got to shoot a couple people
Some
in the process. Oh
some
no.
some uppity ass motherfuckers probably like, oh, this is going to bring people into our hotel just to look around and reminisce about how they blew it up in a virtual landscape.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
you're gonna get some Call of Duty douchebag that's just like, hey, this is the same hotel from Call of Duty, guys.
yeah.
Anyway,
I
Some woke person being like, "Let's sue Activision." It's like,
Well,
no.
there's always somebody that's like fucking pretentious for no reason.
I mean to admit this, reading the story, they did say that they're thinking about if they want to pursue action. So hopefully they don't. Hopefully they just take the free publicity and just move on. You know, I
Yeah.
like for example, Ghost Recon Wildlands, the nation of Bolivia, like the Bolivian government wanted to sue Ubisoft for using its country's likeliness.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
How does
they
that
Okay.
said
even
like
how does that
Okay.
even work?
because
Like that's
you're portraying Bolivia as full of drug cartels. It's like, well, hate to tell you this, but
are they?
but
Are they?
you got a lot of drug cartels in your country there, my
I
guy.
mean, I mean, stereotypes are there for a reason,
It's
and
not
this
even a
is
stereotype. Like you go on the news. Anyway,
well. I
um,
look at I look
all
at it like I
respect
look
to
at it
my
like this. There's
Bolivian
certain
brethren. All respect to my people from Holland.
I say it like this. There are certain places I, as a Black American, cannot go outside of this country,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's not even because of racism. It's not even that.
hmm
it's that I'm immediately a target.
yeah. It would eat you alive.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
So other than that, I've played Resident Evil Village. I played the Shadow of Rose expansion. I actually beat that all the way
Hmm.
through.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was actually. It was
Mhm.
it's it it was kind of a I don't know. Like, are you guys gonna play it?
I'll play it eventually.
I
Like
mean, it's a good story because when Resident Evil Village ends, Rose is 16, 17 years old, and she's got this like connection to her dad, but obviously, in the end of Resident Evil Village, like her dad
Hold on.
dies, Ethan
Sorry,
Winters
sorry. Shadow of Rose is an expansion for
is an
Village.
expansion. Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
So
is Rose she's the daughter, correct?
yeah, she's Ethan Winters' daughter. So
Oh, I didn't even
yeah.
know. Oh, okay. Continue, please.
Oh wow, do I have to explain more? I thought everybody knew what was going on.
I no.
Well, I haven't played 7, and because I haven't played 7, I have not thought about starting 8.
Okay. So it basically you're basically playing as Rose. She has these powers that she was given when she was a baby from her mother. And well, actually not from her mother. It was a little bit of mixture of like these crazy cult things that were happening in the
Because her
village.
mother was insane.
Yes. And um so then she wants to get rid of them. So like someone approaches her and tells her, "Hey, there's a way to get rid of them. You just have to interact with this fungus fetus that's in this jar sitting in this office. You just got to
as
touch it."
every jar is in every RE game.
Yep, pretty much. There's
God,
a
I am
jar
so
of
bright.
basically a huge virus fetus in it. So that
So
basically you interact
Here
with
we
it.
go again.
The thing about this is that basically this virus fungus, or this fungus fetus, whatever you want to call it, um, when people die, when things die around it, it absorbs its subconscious
sick.
to where it's almost like still alive, but it's alive in this fungus universe that it makes.
That's
Mhm.
so that's
It's
so
so
cool.
this is a Resident Evil game. It's so fucking weird. So like, yeah, she interacts with this, and all of a sudden she jumps right
Shadow
back
of
into the same
Rose.
area, the same mansion, the same castle that Ethan Winters was in Resident Evil Village. You got to find these masks in order to get this crystal that's in this universe. This crystal is supposed to get rid of her powers. Not everything is what it seems. It's man, there's
Interesting. Oh, this
I the,
just came out too. Holy.
there's a an area in this game that like I was like, it literally legit gave me pause on like, I don't know if I can finish this. Like my like I was butt puckering throughout this whole sequence.
I'm looking at screenshots. Oh my god.
So
Oh.
I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you're looking at one of the screenshots of these mannequins. I don't know if you saw those.
Uh.
Fucking terrifying. Because if for people that played The Village, if you go to this particular house with Evelyn in it, Evelyn is the girl with the crazy dollhouse, and she does the weird psychological fuckery with you while you're in it. Talk about you're repeating it again. Now you're actually playing that same level again. This time with just everything's amped up and everything is just still, man. It's my butt was puckering. I was like, I don't know if I can finish this. Oh my god, I'm such a baby, but I finished it. I finished it.
Hold on.
Sweet.
Hold on. So these mannequins, do they move in front of you, or do you like turn around, walk, and then turn around, and it basically follows you?
So the only way that you can avoid getting attacked, because once the mannequins touch you, like you're dead. That's it. But you
Really?
have to
Oh my
constantly look at them,
Oh,
because if
homie,
you
I'm
look at
out.
them, the mannequin stays still. So you have to like kind of like walk backwards, and then like if you turn a corner, you all of a sudden you hear do 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 do, and it's like all of a sudden they peek around the corner. They peek around the corner, and it's like they kind of operate like a marionette. Like it's just, oh my god, it's fucking terrifying. I'm getting goosebumps just like thinking about it now. Just like, oh, it's just so fucking. It's scary, man.
See,
I'll take your word for it.
what
Yeah,
would get me is hearing the behind me.
yeah,
I'd be like, I'm good. I'm good.
yeah.
I'd be like, I'm good.
No, this is like how it looks. I'm gonna do a video demonstration. Watch.
Fuck, that is not even cool.
all of a sudden it
Jesus
pops around the
Christ.
corner and it's just like it freezes and it stares at you, and you're just like, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Whew. Whew.
All right. Anything else you wanna mention?
I played Bayonetta 3. I got maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours into it. I mean, it's a good game, solid
I
game.
haven't started it yet. I have it.
God, does it look like a fucking wet rag? It is, man. When you go,
Yeah.
Like,
when-
I'm
listen,
watching.
I can tell you right now, man.
graphics are up here. Graphics up here. The Nintendo Switch, man. You're still down here. You're still
Yeah.
down here with graphics.
Yeah.
But gameplay, super fun, super engaging, crazy animations, like really good. It just looks like a 360 game. It
Yeah,
looks like
I
Xbox
saw Digital
360.
Foundry just like tearing them apart, and
Yeah.
you know, like it's not anything on anything on Platinum, and like because I still stand behind my statement that Platinum makes good games,
They
stuff
do.
like that.
They do.
But Platinum is this weird place right now where it seems like the only way they can actually tread any type of water is they have to stick to Nintendo, because I feel like right now nobody's taking them seriously.
Well, that's what that's what, like, it boggles me that Astral Chain, the same development team, made Astral Chain
Mhm.
that came out like 2 years ago. Great game, solid game.
Yes,
Looked
yeah.
fantastic. I was actually surprised the Switch could put out graphics like that. I look at Bayonetta 3 and I'm like, what did you guys do?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, didn't it look like Bayonetta? Well, did you play Bayonetta 2 on the Switch?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Didn't it look like Bayonetta 2 was a step down from Bayonetta 1? Didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like I don't know what happened. I mean, like I said, graphics aren't everything for me. Like, I could play a game. Excuse me. I could play a game in 30 frames a second, and I could play a game, 1080p, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. It's just like, it's just an observation that I have.
Mhm.
I'm like I said, the game is super fun. I'm still gonna play it. The acting is great. Jennifer Hale really does kill it, with Bayonetta.
I was going to ask the question. I was like, well, so here's my question. First of all, does she have like a British or UK accent?
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
It's
okay.
well, I
Now
mean,
how
it's
now
very
how
subtle. It's very subtle.
okay, now how similar to the Helena Taylor's portrayal of Bayonetta is it?
Pretty damn similar. Like,
Okay,
she does those random call outs during battle. Like, Jennifer Hale's doing the sexy voices. Like, there was one scene where she gets this large ass scythe, and like Bayonetta does a pole dance on it, and Jennifer Hale's making the sound effects. Ooh, ah, ooh,
yeah.
and I'm like,
yeah,
okay, all right. She's really, she's leaning into this character.
Mhm.
So,
Oh,
yeah, Jennifer Hale, I just appreciate the fact Jennifer Hale has so much range, because like when I was playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, like if you didn't tell me that was Jennifer Hale, I wouldn't have known that was Jennifer Hale.
is that who it is?
What was that?
Sorry, is it Jennifer Hale? She does the voice of
Rivet.
I can never remember her. I can never remember her name. I hear her in like everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this girl's name? I cannot remember. Thank you. I'm like, fuck. It's been bugging me for a long time.
Yeah, she was the voice for Rivet in Ratchet
She's
and Clank Rift
everywhere.
Apart.
Yeah, she really is. That's Commander Shepard you're talking
but
about.
she's-
Yeah, exactly.
Commander Shepard you're
Yes,
talking
exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes. But she's so good at what she does, though. So
Hell
good.
yes. Hell yes.
But yeah, like, if you hadn't have told me, if all this bullshit with, Helena Taylor and Jennifer Hale and Platinum like didn't come out, I would have played this game and it would have probably taken me a few hours to determine, like, this isn't Helena Taylor.
Right.
And whatever side of the fence you fall on with this, and I'm not going to go over it, but
the only thing I'm gonna say is Helena Taylor's full of shit. But keep going.
But my personal opinion, who gives a shit? Like, why does it matter?
Okay,
She's scorned
I'm
by a
good.
developer. Let her be scorned.
Yeah. Yeah.
We shouldn't be bothered by it. Life goes on. Move on. It's like,
Mhm.
sorry to
For
hear what
real.
you're going through, but I really, any ill words toward her is really unfucking necessary. Really
Do you mean
unnecessary.
towards Jennifer?
Towards Henry?
Right.
No, towards Helena Taylor. Who cares if she lied? You know what? Who gives a shit?
Well, hold on. I kind of care if she lied, because she called for a boycott of the fucking game, and we know what the fuck happens when people start summarily boycotting, fucking video games.
Who cares? Who cares? They're words on Twitter. They aren't real.
Have you seen?
Everybody has your own brains.
Wait. Have you seen the asshats on Twitter?
Yes, I know.
because you
They
say that
don't hurt you.
one person's no
They
Stoy.
don't hurt you.
One person says the right fucking thing, and then all of a sudden, like you have all these droves of people that are just like regurgitating the same bullshit. Like nah, like
There's this
words and
there's this
actions have
ability that you
consequences.
could do on Twitter. Watch this. Watch this. You
Hold
see
on,
Twitter's up.
hold on,
That's not there anymore.
hold Stoy. I'm not one of those simple-minded people. I know how to discern shit on social media. I
Mhm.
do. I try
I'm
and
not
I
yelling
try
at you. I'm
and I
I'm
try
just saying I'm
and I
not
try to
yelling at you.
teach and I try to teach my family. The older generation of my family, because the younger generation of my family get it. I try to teach the older ones about it, because like it's real. It's insane how like they'll say something and I'm like, you heard that on Facebook, didn't you?
Yeah.
You heard that on Twitter. You saw that on Instagram. What the hell are you doing on Snapchat?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
yeah.
anyway,
So
yeah. So otherwise, like I said, it's a solid gameplay, game. Like, really fun to play, really intuitive. Like controls are super tight. It's just exactly what I expect from a platinum game. Solid
mhm.
title overall.
Yeah.
But man, I just
Yeah. They need
part of
the
me,
power. They need the power to Series X, the PS5.
yeah, part of me hopes that maybe, at some point we get a port
I
of some
think
kind.
I think they're literally getting blackballed in Japan. I really think that's what's happening, because because like a bigger studio or company doesn't want to take them on, when they shop themselves around like
Oh,
recently. They were
Oh,
begging,
oh,
oh,
oh
oh
no.
no. There
Oh,
it
what
is.
okay, good.
There
There
he
it
is. He's
is.
back up. Yeah.
Okay.
We
what
lost you for like half a
Yeah,
second.
you froze. It means so like, oh.
Oh.
I froze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, for like 5 seconds. We're like,
Okay.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and like shit, Platinum was literally almost begging Microsoft to buy them, and stuff like that. So that I want Platinum to succeed. I do, because they're one of my favorite studios.
Platinum.
They've been one
Yeah.
of my favorite
Platinum's a
studios.
solid studio. Like, with the exception of Babylon Fall, like banger after
They,
banger.
I say for every two games they put out, one kind of throws them off. You know. But yeah, I've enjoyed Platinum. I enjoyed Platinum before they knew they were Platinum. Back when they were Clover Studio, back with Capcom. I loved those guys back then. So yeah. All right.
Oh,
Anything else you want to talk
we're
about, man?
getting this. I was a fan before they became famous.
It's true though.
I saw them in concert when there was like 20 people in the crowd. Sound like Chris.
All right. Anything else you got? Anything else you're mentioning?
No.
All right. Well, just a reminder, everybody. I'm playing Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection, and I had to look and see where I was at in Uncharted 4, because people are doubting that I'm going to beat a game, but I'm in the middle of chapter 15, and there's only 22 chapters left of the game. So yeah, like I'm making decent progress. Like,
I want to have a
la-
discussion with you about a particular scene at the end.
okay, okay,
I don't
cool.
think
I
I
want
don't
to
think
be
you're
there.
there yet, but
Mhm.
when you get to that point, I want to have a discussion with you.
Well, I tried to tell myself I was going to have it beat by last weekend, but
Yeah.
work, podcasting, and just personal life stuff like just got in the way. Like I wasn't able to actually get back into the game until Sunday night. So I played Sunday night for a couple of hours, and then I jumped on last night, and I literally was falling asleep. I was that tired. So like I was like, you know what? No, like this is a losing battle right here. So
Oh yeah, I've
so
done that
like
before.
after the rounds of podcasts this week, I'm gonna get back into it. But yeah, like you know what I'm really starting to appreciate? I'm starting to appreciate this game. This game, they were like they wanted to go Metal Gear Solid Drake or something like that, because like, man, like you all these opportunities to kill people using stealth, like I don't know what it is right now, but I'm here for it. I just got out of out of an encounter where I literally had to stealth kill like 17 people to move on, and I was here for it, because I was like, you know what, all I gotta do is start shooting and killing people, and I'll get the ammunition and just take everybody else out. But why do that? Why get flanked and like become a bullet sponge, and then have to keep like redoing the scenario, so stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I understand. It's gonna take me like 20 minutes to get through this, stealthing these people, but guess what? I'm gonna fuck them all up.
I don't understand why they put stealth in this game. Like
I don't get it. I don't get it either. I really don't, because I feel
Yeah.
like it does disrupt the flow, and I honestly think that's what kind of made me lose interest the original time I was playing it, because there was some stealth in the first 3 Uncharted games, but it wasn't to this level. It wasn't like like you had to like murder like 39 people, to move on to the next story plot, and I'm like, were y'all just trying to pad the game? I don't quite understand it.
Mhm.
Uh, you know, and I don't even. I need to check the trophy status. I don't even know if you get. I don't even know if you get a trophy just for stealthing everything that's stealthable, if that makes sense.
I don't know.
Um, yeah, like I don't know if they went to that Hideo Kojima level with that shit, because Kojima had that shit mapped out in those Metal Gear Solid games. Like if it was a situation where you could kill these people with stealth, like there was a trophy waiting for you at the end of the game. Yeah, so I don't know how Uncharted is. Uncharted 4 is. But yeah, like I said, everything I'm doing right now is honestly just so I can please just hurry up and start playing Lost Legacy, because that's really what I'm here for this time. And then and hopefully I beat Lost Legacy. If I beat Lost Legacy, then the next game I'm going to move to, because we have Dead Space coming out, and we have Callisto Protocol coming out in December. So I can, if I do this right, if I can beat Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy, I will try to tackle the God of Wars. Or nope. I'm gonna go back and finish Ghost of Tsushima.
So
And
going back to your stealth trophy question,
Mhm.
you can I think it goes up to stealth take down 30 enemies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Okay,
perform
so it's
30
a counter.
vertical stealth takedowns.
Oh, that's where you're hanging and you snatch people.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, and some of those guys are like fighting back, because like you'll hang on the ledge and snatch them, and they'll
Mhm.
grab your leg and try and climb back up you.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before.
Oh yeah. I had to fight a
Oh
couple
no,
guys
that
off
was
me.
pull 20 enemies over when hanging from a ledge. We're talking like
Okay, so
vertical stealth takedowns where you're
oh,
like jumping.
when you jump
Yeah.
off the ledge, and oh,
Yep, yep, yep.
you clock them. Yeah,
Yep.
okay. I love those. I love those, but those get me into trouble, because like I get greedy. Like I
Mhm.
see a guy down there, and I don't think about the other guys that may be watching us just jump
Yeah.
off there. See, I'm getting my ass shot off. So that's my roadmap. Unfortunately, I will not have Ragnarok, like beaten before the end of the year, because I'm gonna take the time and get whatchamacallit out the way, Ghost of Tsushima out the way, and that will lead me right into Callisto Protocol, which the Callisto Protocol will ride me into Dead Space, and then maybe Nintendo will
So
have us a release date for Advance Wars.
so God of War is not going to happen for you for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
I need you to beat Ghost so badly.
Yep.
That game
Yeah.
is
Well,
so
that's
fucking good.
that's on my radar. It's on my radar. Trust me. All right. Well, that's all I can talk about this week. I haven't even played Monster Hunter. I played Uncharted, but no Monster Hunter. So there you go.
That's shocking.
Well,
Well,
but you see, they haven't announced a date yet for Title Update 3 for Monster Hunter, so that might throw a wrench into all these game playing schemes. Because they start dropping new monsters, I'm gonna be in there.
and LeRon gonna start dropping hours into the game again.
All right, so
Also,
that's
sorry,
hmm?
just
Yeah.
two quick things. Stoy. I was scrolling on Instagram the other day. Fucking some scoring gameplay popped up, and I was like, God damn it, Stoy. God damn.
Yeah.
I was like, it was like an Xbox ad. It's like, what's better than ASMR? This, and it was just homeboy just like loading a gun, but it was like that squelching sound,
Yeah,
and
the squitch. Yep.
I was like, fuck's sakes. And then number two, I just previously looked at the gameplay of the mannequins where like, if you turn a corner, they'll like kind of and follow you. Creepy as fuck. Not doing it.
Yep.
Not doing it.
Yep.
Not doing it. Nope.
You have to. I mean, you have to pass it. You have to pass it in order to advance. There's nothing you can
No.
do.
I'm good.
So,
I'm good.
yeah.
I saw that and I was like, I am full of
Come on,
No.
Red. Don't be a bitch. Come
Oh,
on.
I would do it. I just wouldn't enjoy it. That's the thing.
I didn't enjoy it. I had to. I was like, oh, god damn it. Like I remember like after dying like for like the third or fourth time in one particular sequence, because at one point like you have like 4 of them chasing you, and it's like
Oh,
I was like, hey, okay, come on.
it's like that. It's like that scene from Jurassic Park where Chris Pratt's like, "Okay, or listen,
No, literally.
look, all of yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep you in
okay,
the corner
listen.
here. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Then I'm gonna move back this way, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna nope. Yeah, like honestly, that's what it is.
That's
Like
basically
at
what
this
it's like.
particular sequence, like when I died the 4th time, I was like, ah, shit, come on, you can do this. Come on, I had to psych myself up.
That butthole pucker.
This man's gonna walk into a.
There's not a lot of games that made my butt pucker in my life. That made my butt pucker.
Let me ask you a question because I encounter this in Uncharted right now. Like like when Drake is doing like his traversal and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
When I get like impossibly close to an edge, like because like the game just has like the random slip animation and all that stuff. Like man, like this that shit gets me every time.
No, honestly, I would say there's a lot of wasn't I talking about my butt puckering when I was playing Assassin's Creed just recently?
I don't remember.
Yeah. When I'm like, when you're on the ledge, and you're like, hey, look, there's like a pile of leaves down there. I'm just gonna dive into it, and then like you're like 2 meters off, and then all of a sudden you see the animation where he's just like, I'm just gonna jump off the fucking cliff, and you're just like, no.
Yeah. It was like playing Mega Man 1 and his slide mechanic, whereas like
Mega Man 1 a slide mechanic.
Come on, when you're running and then you stop and he moves like 8 pixels.
Yeah.
Even after you stop them, it's like.
Yeah, I'm glad they stopped that with the future games.
That was some garbage. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the actual meat and potatoes of the show because it's time to talk about the notable games coming out for this week.
The meat potatoes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It is. It was.
I thought everybody likes to know what we're playing.
They do. That's why a segment
just
takes
say
like
the whole show is the meat and potatoes.
That's why a segment takes longer than 40 minutes. Like I just looked at our talk time. Like God.
I'm sorry. Should I cut my time?
No.
Okay.
Okay. A little behind the scenes for people who are watching or people who are listening to the podcast right now. I don't like stifling people's like expression and stuff like that. So you know what? If Stoy wants to sit here for 4 hours and talk about video games, I'm not going to stop him.
Okay, I stuck.
We all don't like to cut each other off, but we all like to talk about games. So it's like like a circle of violence. We just don't know what to do with it. So that's why this section could be like 4 hours and we wouldn't care.
I know. Generally, when LeRon says and stuff like that 4 times in a minute, I let the man talk. So generally, I just let it go. So I'm just like this man.
My favorite is the
time
that's my favorite. What he does. That's my favorite LeRon thing.
I gotta stop. I know. I have a lot of those kind of weird idiosyncrasies, those filler words.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to get rid of. I'm getting better at it, but. That's what I say a lot. I say, I
just stutter, so that's my thing. I just stutter.
Well, I stutter too, so I try to like get filler words in to make it not seem like I'm stuttering all the time.
You're supposed to pause. You're supposed to pause because you can actually think about what you're saying. That's one of the first things when I was getting into podcasting. I was trying to learn what makes good content. I started to learn about how I should appropriately talk to people. We're literally talking to screens right now. So you got to kind of figure out like pauses are okay. If you say the same stupid filler word every 10 seconds, then,
Sometimes my impatient ass just really wants to get the word out. So I'll sit there and be like, I'm not giving up on this word, but I should.
Anyway, that's your behind the scenes of Crossroads.
Yeah.
Behind
this is us.
Behind the roads. There's another Crossroads.
This is us and love us for us.
This is a special Patreon bonus episode. It's Behind the Roads.
Behind the roads.
It's the trail off the road to the left.
I would say we could call this segment Push Square, but that slogan's already been taken.
No, we just call them off roads.
Off roads.
This is off roading with the Crossroads.
With the Crossroads podcast crew.
Yes.
All right, fellas, let's go ahead and break into this. It's time to talk about the notable games coming out for this week. That being the week of the 31st of October to the 6th of November. Yes, we're into the penultimate month of the year. And God, like, I hope you guys are paying attention to the calendar because it's a rough ride for the rest of the year. It is. But we sit here with the week to go before God of War Ragnarok descends upon us and wreaks havoc on our console lives.
You see that you see that commercial with Ben Stiller?
I
have.
saw the
Yeah.
trailer
have.
for it on YouTube. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
I have.
It's
I
good.
saw that.
It's good.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
what it's John Travolta, LeBron James, and Ben Stiller. And I was like,
and
what?
it stars their kids. That's the best part.
Yeah, stars their kids as well. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. So I have a little bit of good news for you. As far as this week goes, like, it's looking like a relatively tame week, despite the sheer amount of games that are coming out this week. Like, I mean, there's a lot of games come out this week, but the good news is a lot of games that, you know, like you it's a lot of games that aren't must plays. And I'm not saying that to be mean or nothing, because there are games on this list that, you know, you want to play, but, you know, it's not anything that's driving your need to play games this week, and it's not driving the need to, like, for Stoy's wife to, like, be waiting with the frying pan when he comes upstairs from the basement, you know, because he's fucking up the bank account, like buying all these fucking games and shit.
It's literally what's been happening the last 2 weeks. I've been
Yeah.
fucking up that bank. I've been fucking that bank account hard.
Yeah. So
I'm almost glad I don't have a PS5 because I'm just restricted to the PC, and I'm like, I'm good. Because if I had a PS5, I would fuck my bank account.
So I'm
bad.
guessing then that you're gonna get the Last of Us Part 1 when the PC version drops, Andre. Am I right? And you're probably gonna get the Spider-Man Miles Morales bundle when that officially, like, drops, because you know they're gonna 2-in-1 it once Miles Morales comes out.
I don't know if I'm really interested in playing that game.
Okay.
I mean, like, I did name my son after Miles, but it's just like I feel like I've already played Miles Morales playing Spider-Man. It's like the same game, just reskinned. That's just my opinion. But
all right. So as we break into these notable games for the week, I just want to go ahead and suggest you might want to use this time to sit back and relax with this week's only big release, in my opinion, that being Harvestella from Square Enix, just so you can mentally steel yourself for next week's big adventure when you go back to the Norse realm. So there you go. All right, so I'll start this off.
Do you want to take the first, second, and then I'll take the third and the fourth?
Sure. That leaves Stoy at the fifth.
I'll take that one.
God damn it.
All right, so here we go. Starting off on the 1st of November, because yesterday there was no noteworthy games coming out. So we have on November 1, which is today, the Xbox family gets to play The Legend of Tianding, that action game that we talked about last week that came out to PlayStation, PC, and Switch. So there's that. We've also got Against the Storm, which is a real-time strategy game. The description for this game goes, a dark fantasy city builder where you must rebuild civilization in the face of apocalyptic rains, like raining. Yeah. As the Queen's Viceroy, you lead humans, beavers, lizards, and harpies to reclaim the wilderness and secure a future for civilization's last survivors. That's available for the PC. And then we've got Missile Command Recharge. If that name sounds familiar, think about the old Atari days. There you go. That's the new action game. And Missile Command Recharge is the reimagining of the beloved classic with a fast-paced arcade action where players must defend their bases by blasting an endless barrage of missiles hailing from the sky. I used to love that fucking game. I used to love it. I used to love that game. You launch counter missiles to protect your base and target power-ups to gain an edge at critical moments. Missile Command Recharge will appeal to those that finally remember playing the original or its many iterations, and in a whole new generation of gamers that are looking for fast-paced, pick-up-and-play arcade goodness. This game comes out for the PlayStation and the Xbox family of consoles. And for you Apex Legends people out there, Season 15 is starting. All platforms now. November 2nd. Here's our cute game for the week. It's called Tanuki Sunset. It's an adventure game, but guess what? You're a cute little bear on a longboard. That's right. Master the longboard as you drift through stunning mountain ranges, swerve through bustling city streets, and along the sandy beaches of Sunset Island. You're going to train to perform epic tricks from jumping off ramps to longboard backwards. That sounds weird because I'm not in that life. That sounds weird, so I don't know. I probably did not
this has
sell
been
that
out
one.
on the Switch for a while. I thought.
Oh, it
Hasn't
has.
it? Yeah, has it?
It probably has. It
Because
probably has.
I know I've talked about this game before.
Okay. I believe it because like you guys, the EXP cast, like you guys do a broader range of games than we do because we kind of restricted to like PlayStation, PC, and Xbox
Right,
here, whereas you guys talk about basically every platform.
Or maybe
LeRon,
I don't know. Whatever.
not to cut you off. Is the YouTube working?
The stream's acting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stream's acting up. The stream's acting up, and it's not my internet because I have relatively low ping right now.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just
No,
checked
it's
and I was
acting
like,
up. It's acting up, or
okay.
it could be because I have 7 trillion tabs open on my PC right now. It could be that. All right. So Tanuki Sunset is available. It will be available tomorrow for PlayStation 5 and PS4. Also on November 2nd, we have Godlike Burger, which is a cooking sim.
Oh, Stoy.
No. Stoy plays simulation games, not sim games. Am I right, Stoy? Am I speaking out of turn?
No, this is a simulation game, bro.
Okay. My bad.
I mean, you're trying to create the best burger in the galaxy using only the moist, delicious ingredients available.
What are the ingredients?
Their own
I don't know if you guys.
Exactly.
I don't know if you guys heard
So
that, but he said the word moist.
Sterling Green fantasy.
Yeah, imagine you want to start up a burger factory, and you're an entrepreneur and you need fresh meat.
You need meat.
That's
meat.
moist.
And there's a lot of people out there that are like, you know what, you got some good meat. You got some good meat on you.
Oh my god,
and
that's a nice,
not to
that's
sound
a nice
dirty
pair
at all.
of meat you got on there, bud.
Not to sound dirty at all. A pair of meat.
I mean, I know this is bad timing with the whole like Dahmer, but for me it's old news because I live in Milwaukee, so it's kind of I've heard this story countless times before. But yeah, that's basically what so I agreed.
You know what? We're gonna stop that one right there. Godlike Burger.
That was basically the game.
Godlike Burger is available on PlayStation consoles, PC, and as well as the Xbox console families. Next up on November 2nd, we have Shattered Remastered Deluxe, which is actually this is a PS3 game if I'm not mistaken, and they're just bringing it forward. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is a really good game. Really banging soundtrack. I remember it had a really good soundtrack.
I've heard about it, but I haven't really seen a lot on it. But that's available on PlayStation consoles as well as the Xbox family and PC. And last up is a cute little platformer game called Hat Up for PS5, PS4, the PC, and the Xbox family and consoles. All right, Andre, you're up.
Stop yelling, Jesus Christ. Okay, so the first game is a game about some stuff that you play it, and this. No, I'm just kidding. The first game on November 3rd is WRC Generations, the FIFA WRC official
FIA.
game. Oh Jesus Christ! I said FIFA. I'm so
you
sorry.
Did.
The FIA. Good Lord, thank you. It's a
okay.
racing game. Rise to all the challenges of the most comprehensive, realistic, and demanding rally simulation ever developed. You dive into the heart of action and drive the cars from this year's WRC championship, including the new hybrid models. That is for the PC, Xbox families, and the PlayStation.
Guys, real fast.
How dare you cut me off in the middle of my monologue?
I just need lightning round real fast.
I'm leaving.
Which do you prefer, WRC or Grid?
WRC.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not similar.
They're not similar, but Grid does have a whole bunch of rally events.
Yeah, I guess.
And Grid actually has a dedicated rally game.
I've never played
a dedicated
either.
rally game.
They do, yeah.
What?
Yeah, you do.
Man, I am the racing game aficionado.
Andre,
Forza
go
has-
ahead. Go ahead and
Forza
read the
has
next
more
one.
Rally.
Endling, extinction is forever. Will the last mother fox on Earth be able to save its 3 little cubs? Experience, experience how life would be in a world ravaged by mankind through the eyes of the last fox on Earth in this eco-conscious adventure game. You basically have to discover the destructive effects of the human race, which creeps day after day. This is basically like today. This is a game about who we are as a human race.
I guess.
Explore Endling's 3D side-scrolling world and defend your cubs. 3 tiny and defenseless furballs. Wow, I can't believe you actually put furballs in here. Feed them, see how they grow up, and level them after level. Notice their unique personalities pop through the fur, and most importantly, make them survive. Input Tropic Thunder meme. Uh, use the
Stop it.
yeah. Use the cover of the night to sneak with your your litter. Oh, caught that. Toward a safer place. Spend the day resting in the fields and improvise shelter, and plan for your future and your next movement carefully, since it could be your last. This is coming to the PS5. Sorry, the PS percent sign and the
Shut up.
Xbox
Shut up.
Series.
I was like, PS
Shut
percent.
up.
And the Xbox Series
Read
X.
the next game, God damn it.
The chant, basically what I do in the car when I'm trying to sing a song, and I'm like, yeah, nah, 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 nah.
Or when LeRon like messages you at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. So, the chant is an action horror game set in the tormented grounds of a new age cult that fulfills players' thrill. I've just spat everywhere. Of supernatural horrors dealing with the dark sides of spirituality and cultism. This sounds terrifyingly scary. Untangle terrifying revelations about the universe while exploring a remote island's twisted past. You must fight and escape the psychedelic terrors, awakened by a spiritual retreat gone wrong. PS5, Xbox Series X, and the PC. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm going to lightning round. Go Song Adventures, PlayStation, Xbox Family, and the PC. Number 5, the Entropy Center adventure game, PlayStation, Xbox Family, PC. Number 6, Yuppie Psycho. I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Yuppie
Indie,
Psycho.
Xbox One. 7, Honey, I Joined a Cult. Never thought I'd say that. Strategy game for the PC. 8, Goal Al Goal Goal
I love when he gets tripped up on these
Golazzo
names.
2? Golazzo 2. I was like, how do I say this? Arcade Soccer, Xbox Family. Number 9, Deep Rock Galactic Season 3 Shooter, PlayStation, PC, and Xbox One. Holy shit, that was a lot of words. Number 4, or sorry, no, November 4, 4 games. First one, Harvestella. It is a RPG sim in a vibrant and colorful world. Players will tend their crops, befriend townsfolk, tip cows, overcome threats, and discover the origins of the world and truth behind the calamity along the way. The story begins with the player waking up in the middle of Quietus. I really hope I said that
I
right.
think it's Quietus. I think.
Okay.
Wow,
I think you
real
literally.
original name.
Yeah.
A calamity that comes with each change of season threatens all life. Quietus? Like,
See,
what the Quietus?
leave it the freaking Square Enix. It's like they just have to shake up the farm sim game. They just have to shake it up.
It Queefus.
Stop.
Queefus. He wakes up in the middle of Queefus. Yeah, for sure.
I just love hearing. I love hearing that. God, why didn't they call it that?
Number 2, we have Tanuki Sunset.
Yeah, it comes out 2 days later for the
Yeah.
Xbox.
Okay, we'll just
Yeah,
skip back to
PlayStation
when
gets it first.
skip back to when LeRon talked about it. Same game. Stoy. Brats flaunt your fashion. Hold up.
You
No, 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 no. For the sake of time, no.
play as your favorite Bratz character and begin your globe-trotting adventure to become the world's best fashion reporter. Start out in your hometown of Stylesville, and choose your character from the original Bratz pack. The OG Bratz are in this game.
This man
Chloe,
had this
Jade,
loaded, ready.
Ready.
Jade, because I knew you'd want to skip this, LeRon. So I'm
Oh
coming in high.
my!
How do you know I wanted to
God.
skip this? Is because I had a
Because
lack
I
of
know
description
you.
on.
I know you.
This man had this loaded and ready for when
It
I
is
was
literally-
gonna.
I'm staring at it right now. So
That
okay.
is so
You're
funny.
reuniting with the
What is the
original
fucking-
Bratz pack: Yasmin, Chloe, Jade, and Sasha. Then blaze a trail as you chase the biggest style stories, take on quests to help new friends, and play scorching mini games full of gratitude, my guys. Your adventure will take you to some of the most stylish locations: Barcelona, Seoul, and to the styling soiree. You got to say it like a French guy. As you get the latest scoop for Bratz magazine, you can use the money you earn to shop for rockin' outfits, customize your characters, and set styling new trends. Oh, wait, there's more. You'll see your social following grow as fans are wowed by your passion for fashion. Get ready to express yourself and turn some heads with the Bratz pack.
Andre,
It's the commitment that I love.
Andre, in the future,
Yeah.
when you see something like that, you just need to read as fast as possible and get to
That's
the
why
next
that's
entry.
And then
But
we got
see,
don't you see
I
what
feel-
don't you see
I
what
feel, I feel like even if I skip it,
Yeah, he's just gonna break.
he'll
He'll
just start
Kool-Aid
talking,
Man
and I'm like, all right, just
Don't
let
even
him do
put
it.
in the notes. Don't even put it in the notes, LeRon.
Yeah, LeRon, this is your fault.
Listen. Like there are parents out there somewhere that will want to know that there's a Bratz game coming out that they can sit their kid in front of on their PlayStation and they will shut up. You know,
But
that's
guys,
the only reason why it
this
even
is
gets a mention.
That's our commitment to
this is
gamer
the
dads and gamer mobs out there.
the OG brats. Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to emphasize the OG brats. So
Yeah,
you can-
I mean, you would think that would have been the one thing to kind of hook you in this. The OG
I
Brats
mean,
are back.
come
Sasha,
on,
Chloe,
right?
and she spells it CLOE. So unique.
Oh, so you know
So
she's
unique.
she's a boss when she spells the CLO.
Yeah, she's the one that goes to Starbucks like Chloe with an L.
Chloe with an L, please.
Yeah.
And
CLOE.
number
I just-
4 is
I-
Silver Nornir.
Yep, good enough.
Yeah, role playing game. Xbox family of consoles, PC. I'm done. Brats, flaunt your fashion. Chloe, CLOE. Get it.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go. Jojo Siwa, let's go.
Well, November 5th, we got Counterattack. Counterattack is a side-scrolling space shooter. Some people call that shmups.
Yeah.
Team up or fight solo, 1 to 4 player local, or up to 4 players online co-op. Unlock upgrades, use powerful ultimate abilities, enhance your ship the way you want, and save the Earth from annihilation. That's it.
All right, and that's available on the Xbox family of consoles. So just as a courtesy, including what we've mentioned earlier tonight in this segment, this week featured over 43 games released across all platforms. To get the full list of
including Brats, flaunt your fashion.
I stand by that release date 100%. If that doesn't come out on the intended day that it's supposed to come out, you can at me, okay?
Yeah.
which by the way is November 4th.
November 4th, yes.
Please direct that to @StoyMKE.
Yep. Direct that right to me.
So this
get the full-
Friday, if you don't see it, you will @Stoy on Twitter and you let him have it.
Let me have it. Let me have it. Like I said, if that trends on Twitter, because all of a sudden the developers are like, why is everyone going hard on this guy about our game? What the fuck?
To get the full list of games releasing this week, head over to our partner website, which is bossrush.net. And remember, this article is updated weekly to keep you in the know about the latest new and notable games that are releasing every week. And also, please remember, all release dates are subject to change, so the Crossroads crew is not responsible for any games that get delayed or canceled, except for Bratz Flaunt Your Fashion for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. If that game does not come out on time, Flood Stoy's DMs.
Stoy MKE8 on Twitter.
Flood them. Flood them. I swear, you guys are gonna drive me to drink.
Stoy. You have Bratz and JoJo Siwa. Which one you playing?
Bro, the original Bratz crew are back. You
Bro,
kidding me? I'm going for Bratz.
Chloe. It's all I'm gonna say. Chloe. It's all I'm
Yeah,
gonna say.
Chloe.
It's all CLOE.
She's
That's
the
all I'm gonna
boss.
say.
She's the
That's
boss.
Okay, everyone, it's time to break into this week's news and topics. So let's get this rolling. First up, we have the November games for PlayStation Plus Essential, as well as Xbox Games Gold. We have the lineup for you right here, and we're going to break it down right now. Starting with the PlayStation Plus Essential November 2022 games. Sony's officially announced them last week, following I wish Sony would do a better job of this. Like, they wait for people to leak. It's almost like Sony doesn't know what games they're going to put out, so they wait for someone to leak and say, you know what, that's a good idea. Let's put those games out there or something like that.
You know it's hard to keep secrets in this day and age.
Oh yeah. I'm just spitballing.
I swear to God, they have like a board at the office, and like someone blindfolds them, and it's like, "What should we leak this week?" And they're like, that one." There you go.
Yeah. So the new batch of games they're coming out to PlayStation Plus, the Essential tier this month include Neo 2, the remaster collection for PS4 and PS5, as well as Heavenly Bodies for PS4 and PS5, and the Lego Harry Potter collection for PS4. I'm just going to do a real quick rundown on these. In Neo 2 Remastered, you master the lethal arts of the samurai as a mysterious half-human, half-supernatural yokai warrior in a challenging single-player action RPG sequel to Neo. Take down a host of deadly new yokai, seasoned samurai warriors, and gargantuan boss monsters in Team Ninja's stylized vision of Japan's early Sengoku period. That's why I was asking Andre if the other game was Team Ninja. I knew there was a Team Ninja game that we were talking about sometime tonight. That's what it was.
I have played the first one, just from the
yeah. We've also got the Lego Harry Potter collection for PS4, which brings together Lego Harry Potter's years 1 through 4 and Lego Harry Potter's years 5 through 7 and completely remastered. This compilation unites the creative prowess of Lego and the expansive wizarding world of Harry Potter. With an exciting journey full of spellcasting, potion making, puzzle solving, lessons, dueling, and much more. Enjoy 2-player fun, either local or online. And last up, we have Heavenly Bodies, which in that game you discover the ever-changing nuances of weightless motion in this challenging physics game, featuring a collection of stellar scenarios inspired by feats of space explorers and researchers throughout history. There we go. Wow, I feel like I'm going to become the Micro Machines man at some point. These titles can be downloaded for PlayStation Plus Essential as well as Extra, and premium members can also jump in on this. Because remember, if you have one tier of PlayStation Plus, the monthly games are yours as long as you subscribe to it. So you have until the end of the month to get those. Don't forget, add them to your collection. We've also got, and for the Xbox Games Gold for November, the Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles players can download Praetorian's HD Remaster from November 1st until the 30th. And then you have Dead End Job, which can be downloaded from November 16th until the 15th. Okay, you guys are probably bigger Xbox gamers than I am. Why do they do it like this?
What? Put out garbage?
Well, that's a topic for another show. But why do they put one game out, during the month and the other game out in the middle of the month? Why do they do that?
I don't know. I think just so there's always something new, I guess every other week or something. I don't know why they do that.
Okay. All right. So in Praetorian's HD Remaster, it's set during the era of the Roman Empire. This is a real-time strategy game with over 20 campaign missions. You can play as 3 different armies: the Gauls, the Egyptians, and the Roman legions across 3 different lands. Every army has its strengths and weaknesses for you to explore and experience, and as you also exploit the flaws of your enemies. Use your terrain to your advantage. Battle your way to seize victory and become the emperor. And then Dead End Job is described as. Actually, this is what it reads. Seems like a lot of those ghosts from October are still hanging around in November. So it's up to you, Hectoplasm, to strap on your vacuum pack and grab a plasma blaster and get to
Strap
work.
on.
Oh my God, is this Luigi's Mansion?
I was just about to say that.
The
I was
fuck?
just about to say that. Dead End Job channels
Or what
the
came out
wild.
first?
Of course, Luigi's Mansion came out first. Dead End Jobs channels the wild funsanity of Saturday morning cartoons, smashing together ectoplasmic, gross out gags, vibrant, beautiful art, and slapsticky, spooky comedy. It's a procedurally generated up there. There's Stoy's
There it is,
favorite
done.
phrase.
Out. I'm out.
Procedurally generated couch co-op that you can play solo or with your ghoul be gone buddy. Do you have the inner spirit to put all these pests to rest? Okay, that was kind of a good description. It was. This month's Games of Gold is coming in at a value of $36.98. I need better glasses, apparently. And subscribers can get a total net gamer score of 2,000 points just for playing and completing them. So, which games are you looking forward to playing in the November offerings, if
None.
any?
None. Move on.
None. Move on.
None. Let's go.
Are we at least happy with the lineup?
No.
Stories like
Honestly, I mean, okay, I shouldn't say unhappy, because when you're paying for a free service, and this will kind of tie into kind of our later news topics, is like when you're paying for a free service like this, these are all old games that have come out years ago.
Mhm.
Lego Potter Harry Collection came out years ago, Neo 2 came out years ago. So, and it's like these other Xbox games, like no one's ever heard of these games, or at least I haven't. I shouldn't say
I hadn't
no
heard.
one.
I hadn't heard of either one of these games.
Yeah. So it's like, fine, it's cool, like, but it's nothing to like jump up and get excited for. And that's probably a good reason why people are just dropping off the services, because it's like, well, there's really nothing for me, nothing that I want to play.
Yeah, because in all honesty, like looking at the PlayStation Plus games, like the Neo 2 collection is probably the only one I would be interested in. Because like I'm not I like, as much as I like Legos, I do not like the Lego games.
Yeah.
I don't. And the Heavenly Bodies game, like that looked weird to me, like when it was a brand new game. So it's like it never really hit my radar or tickled my fancy.
Mhm.
So I was like, and also like games with like wonky ass physics, like I'd rather play Wave Race 64. Yeah,
Wave Race 64 was solid though.
It was fun once you got the hang of it, but you had to get the hang of it first. And Praetorian's HD remaster, sounds, I kind of like real-time strategy games, don't get me wrong here. So like it's something that I made, like I would entertain, but it's not like run out, power your Xbox on right now and download this shit for me. No.
Right.
And Dead End Job, like it's not my type of game. Like we just had Ghostbusters come out last week. I would get that game. So there you have it. Nice little rant. My bad.
Nice little Laurent.
A Laurent.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're gonna go ahead and get on to our next news topic. We got some Xbox news coming in tonight. Phil Spencer, the man himself, has hinted at plans to raise the prices in the future. Raise prices is in quotes, and there's no specifics to what's getting raised, but here we go.
As I quote LeRon, I fucking told you so.
Remember how the internet lost their minds when Sony...
Hold on. Little smile.
Hold on.
Look at the smile. He's like, I knew it. Yeah, basically.
All right. Microsoft's head of gaming, Phil Spencer, has suggested Xbox consoles, games, and subscriptions may increase in price in the future. Speaking with Wall Street Journal Check Live, the Xbox boss discussed the console's price point, as well as the prospect of charging $70 for games, something most third-party publishers and rivals are already doing, particularly Sony. Already doing that. In a quote, he says, "I think at some point we'll have to raise the prices of certain things. But going into the holiday, we thought it was important to maintain the prices." There you go. Just listen to those words right there. That means 2023 comes out, it's on. Spencer went on to add that we've held the price on our console, we've held the price on games, and our subscription. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever. I do think at some point we'll have to raise some prices on certain things. All right, so now then, we're gonna take a quick little trip back in time. Because back in August, Sony cited that because of
hold
the
hands?
challenging economic environment, they had to raise prices of the PlayStation 5 consoles in Europe, Japan, and parts of North America. I'm sorry, Andre. I'm so sorry.
I just want to hold hands.
All right. Following those announcements, of course, the competitors, Nintendo and Microsoft, told outlets that they weren't currently planning to raise console prices, and one particular console marketer was really snarky about that whole thing. It was really snarky about the whole thing. So now we look at things, and we've got this situation now. Games are $70, or 70 US dollars. Let me say that because we do have people that listen to us across the pond and in various other regions of the world. 70 US dollars, typically, and $60 respectively. However, due to Game Pass, the reliance on sales of individual games versus the value of Game Pass has largely decreased from Microsoft, with the company no longer promoting sales numbers. I love it. It's all happened before, and it keeps happening again, right, guys? And instead of touting the numbers for Game Pass, they're no longer doing it. They're keeping it close. They're clutching the pearls, guys. I'm telling you. Just last month, Spencer told CNBC that he believed it wasn't the right time to increase the price of consoles. Spencer also said that he doesn't think Microsoft will be able to satisfy the demand for Xbox consoles this coming holiday season. Ooh. Of course, there's no guarantee that Microsoft will increase the price of those consoles, as it could be first-party games or Xbox Game Pass subscriptions that command a higher fee in the future. I think all this shit's going up, if you ask me. I think it is. I think it is. But what do I know? I'm just a guy that runs a podcast show and talks out my ass sometimes. In any case, we simply won't be hearing of any price increases before next year, but it sounds like 2023 is going to be on and popping with quite a few nasty surprises. Guys, I wrote a take. I wrote a take in my notes.
Guys, you don't understand. When he sent this in the group chat, he's like, I fucking told you. Like, it was like the crown jewel of like his day. He's like, I fucking told you so. Suck it. What
I
up?
mean, to be fair, no one doubted you.
Oh, really? Because I had some people in my comments on a couple of, not even a couple episodes back, like back when like shit was hitting the fan. Okay, here's my take on it. All right, Microsoft should have been more careful before opening its mouth and saying something buzzworthy regarding Sony's decision to raise prices in certain regions. Because what we're looking at right now, we're still looking at a pandemic. Yeah, we're about to hit year 3 of the pandeezy, y'all. Year 3. People still fucking up, people still dying, and guess what? Because people still fucking up and people still dying, people can't go to work in these factories that make our wonderful.
Did you just say pandeezy instead of pandemic?
Yeah, because I'm just patronizing motherfuckers at this point.
Man,
this is my show. This is my show.
You have the best terms ever.
I am living for this moment right now. But anyway, so we've got a pandemic plus we got a war. We got a war in this territory called Eurasia. Like some Russian asshole is fucking with some Ukrainian people that don't need to be fucked with and stuff like that, and that's wreaking havoc on the world economy. So like when a company has to fall on the sword and say that, oh, you know what, we may have spoken out of turn by saying we're not raising our prices, and now they turn around and say, oh, guess what, guys? A price hike of some type is coming up. Guess what? It feels like Microsoft just wound up talking out of both sides of their mouths to try and gain nobility in the gaming community, and it's about to fucking backfire on them. I'm sorry, and this is not even me hating on Microsoft, because guess what? I'm in Microsoft's ecosystem. I'm on Game Pass. I play their first party games. I cannot wait for Starfield to come out. I can't. But there you have it. So it's a reality. I work in tech. I see this shit all the time. Like shit. Like back when the pandemic first started happening, and I built computers, and I had to pay customs charges just to import graphics cards. What can I do? I've said all I want to say. Guys, what are your thoughts on this?
I think you said it for all of us.
I don't care. That's what I think. But Andre can go first.
Stories like I got my fun box. I got my shit to play my video games. I don't care at this point.
No, like in this world of business, you could say one thing and then all of a sudden, like tomorrow, completely changes.
It's moot. Yeah, it's rendered moot.
So
yeah.
it's not Phil Spencer's fault. It's not Xbox's fault.
Yeah,
it's not anybody's fault.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. It's like, okay, sign of the times. That's it.
You know what? I'm a cynic. And that's my problem. I'm a cynic. So when
and I'm a give. I don't. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Well, what I'm trying to say is like, okay, so if we think back on this, and this is not me white hatting for Sony in any way, just because I have this thing back here doesn't mean like I have loyalty to them. Because in all honesty, I'm more of a PC gamer in this day and age than I am a console gamer, which is why I haven't beaten all the prolific console games. But that being said, back when Sony made the announcement in August that they had to raise prices and stuff like that, and then Microsoft and Nintendo immediately chimed in and said, "Oh, we're not raising prices. Why would we do something like that?" And all of a sudden, it was like the fucking console war. People it was like InfoWars all over again. Like basically everyone had a fucking conspiracy and stuff like that. Like people blaming Jim Ryan and like people blaming Sony and Japan for all this shit. Even though I'm like, Nintendo is part of Japan last I checked. And Microsoft imports all their chips and shit from Japan. So shut the fuck up. Look at that little man back there. So it's dumb and it's stupid. And if you guys don't have an understanding of how money, economy, and just how commerce works, this is not your platform to talk. Just shop and play your games. Just do that. Spend money where you can. And don't spend money where you shouldn't.
You tell them, LeRon.
Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
Over the course of 99 episodes, LeRon just became an asshole. LeRon just become an asshole in this realm of journalism. I'm about to be the next.
Do you realize you kind of just pivoted? You kind of pivoted your point.
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I did. Yeah, I realize that.
And that's part of it because, like, on one hand, it's like it sucks to, it sucks to lie to your consumers. It sucks to lie to your fans. It's.
I don't think they lied. We're talking about Microsoft here. I don't think they lied. More as they just played fast and loose with like semantics. And that's the shameful part of the whole thing because basically I never like currying false favor. I don't do it in my line of work because even though I'm a tech, like I'm also in the sales part of the industry for tech, and I don't try to do that, But that's just me, If I did that, I'd definitely be a lot richer. I probably wouldn't even need this podcast if I was a shark like that. I wouldn't need this damn podcast.
Oh, but then you wouldn't have met us.
True, and I love you guys. And now,
by the sounds of it, you don't.
And now, even if I become a shark, I can't leave you guys. If anything, I gotta take you guys with me.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which means, what are we just gonna be polygamists? Because both of y'all have wives, and you have kids, Andre, and like I just have a boyfriend, like off to the side, like what? We're all just gonna be one big messy family, I guess. But anyway,
I mean, at the end of the day, the yard's gonna be immaculate because me and Stoy would just clean the yard.
Yeah, I'm like totally into it now.
Right?
I can cook. So
great.
All right, final words. Or are we moving on?
No,
moving on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I took all the air out the room. I'm sorry.
You basically spoke for all three of us, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole thing had me charged up. All right. So this is gonna be a 2-for-1 segment. So please keep up with us on this one because we're gonna talk about how both Sony and Microsoft are losing money right now. We're going to talk about this. We're going to break this up into 2 segments, though.
I
All
did
right, so
not know they were. Sorry, I
no,
did
no.
not know they lost 2 million subscribers. That's crazy.
Okay, it was predicted that. Okay, so in PlayStation news right now, PlayStation Plus has lost nearly 2 million subscribers since the revamp that happened back in June. Um, so it was predicted that they were going to take a loss in the user base, but 2 million is kind of crazy. But then again, is 2 million really that bad when they were like up 45 million? You know, like they have more. PlayStation Plus has more subscribers than Game Pass, which I thought was wild.
Whoa, that's crazy to hear.
I thought was wild because like Game Pass is available on Xbox consoles and on the PC. I thought that was wild that Sony has nearly double the amount of subscribers. All right. So the story goes that Sony has lost 1.9 million PlayStation Plus subscribers in the past 3 months. Uh, and this is coming from it's Q2 fiscal year report. This means that the service member count has dropped from 45.4 million down to has dropped to 45.4 million, down from 47.3 million in the previous quarter. Uh, so this is the first full quarter since PS Plus underwent the revamp. To now we have 3 tiers, with Plus, Extra, and Essential. I'm sorry, Plus, Essential, and Essential, Extra, and Premium. Damn, how did I fuck that up? But here's the thing to note: this is the 3rd quarter in a row that Sony has recorded a loss in PS Plus subscribers, with the service's peak being a count of exactly 48 million in Q3 of fiscal year 2021. There is speculation as for why, like it's lost more members this past quarter. With Sony CFO Hiroki Todeki, I just love saying his name. It just rolls off the tongue. Todeki pointing out that the decline in sales for third-party titles, as well as the PS4 system itself, and that people are going outdoors. That was wild. That was wild. He's like, people are going outside. Like we've only been cooped up in the house for like the last 2 years. Of course, we're gonna go outside. But
I think. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Hmm?
My 2 cents. I think it just goes back to what I was saying. I think it was last week how I said that like subscription things are just like so. I guess the right term is rampant that like people are tired of having something and then in like an update it all of a sudden being 3 different tiers, and now it's like if you want all the shit you had, you have to pay like an extra $5, and it's just like, well, I don't want to fucking do that, right?
You know what? Let's be real for let's be real for a second here. Now, a lot of people were excited about the fact that like the revamp was coming, and it looked like Sony was going to do something on PlayStation Now. But ultimately, what did we get? We got 3 different tiers. We got PlayStation Now kind of absorbed into PlayStation Plus, but it didn't get better. And that's one thing that hurt them right there. Like
It didn't get better. What?
Exactly, it did not get better. Like
Okay.
PlayStation Now did not get better. PlayStation Plus got better, but PlayStation Now did not.
You mean the streaming?
Yeah,
That's what you're talking about. Okay, got it.
yeah. Like the actual streaming part of it, and the fact that uh, even though
streaming is not good right now, it is not where it should be.
I don't think streaming is going to be good for another 20, 50 years.
Yeah, I
really
hands
don't.
down 100%. I mean, unless you have 8 gig internet, which seems to be rolling out in certain places, it's just not where it is now. It's and it's not going to be.
You're still going to have to worry about latency because you got and if I can just be like the tech conspiracy wonk for a second here. We play console games on television. Some people have variable refresh rates, monitors that they plug their consoles and stuff in. Guess what? Every monitor, even if every 60 hertz monitor doesn't have the same refresh rate. There's a reason why you see the millisecond ratings and all this stuff. And so we have a vast ecosystem of screens and stuff like that. That's one reason why you have latency right there. You also have to worry about your internet ping. There's another thing right there. You have to worry about when your signal hits the server, and then you got to worry about when the server hits you back to tell you, like, okay, you told Mega Man to jump and shoot at the same time. 0.23 seconds later, here it goes. Stuff like that. So, like as consumers, we have unrealistic expectations. Like we know how things should work, but they don't always work. They don't work the way we're supposed to, and that goes into why Sony has lost 1.9 million PS Plus subscribers. That's one aspect of it. The other aspect is sticker shock. Like even though yes, PlayStation Plus still costs $60, the fact that there's 3 different tiers, people are confused. People are confused. Like, and that's something that people have to sit down and figure out for themselves. No, honestly,
right?
like,
And to I guess backpack on that. Let's say you have let's say you have PlayStation 5, you have a PC, you have a fucking Switch and an Xbox. Let's say a household has all 4 of those.
I was about to
There's
say,
some
well, if you have a PC, why would you have an Xbox?
well,
I'm sorry, I'm being
saying,
reductive. I'm sorry.
let's just say like
Let
let's
the man
just say the PlayStation, the Switch, and the Xbox. There's 3 subscription things right there. Now add Netflix, add this, add that. Like there's so many subscription things. So I can see how this price would piss people off if they're paying for like fucking 10 other things, and they're like, "Well, I don't want to have to pay
See,
fit like 20 more
you're
dollars,
right.
right?" So
You're right.
I can
And the
totally
one
see
thing,
this.
let the
and the
man
one thing.
finish.
No, I thought he was finished.
Yeah,
I thought he
I
was
was.
finished.
Okay.
I was picking up where he was about to put down. What I was about to say is the one thing that's kind of saving grace for both PlayStation Plus. Well, actually, for PlayStation Plus, Nintendo Switch Online, and Xbox Game Pass, is that you need to have these services to play online games, and that's something a lot of people do not want to give up. Like
My point.
I gave that shit up. I gave that shit up because like I pivoted from PS4 to PC gaming, and I was like, you know what? If I'm no longer playing any type of multiplayer game on PlayStation, why do I have PlayStation Plus? And I stopped subscribing until the PS5 came out, and then they had all these incentives for PlayStation Plus if you're a PS5 owner, and I was like, it's time to get back on it.
Like, okay, here, Stoy, do you have PlayStation Plus?
Yes.
Do you now? Which tier do you have?
I think I have the premium one.
So I'm not familiar. Is that the second one?
That's the third one. That's the
third one. That's the highest one. Yeah.
Okay, so do you feel like in your gaming, I guess, quote, career for as long as you've had the PlayStation 5, do you feel like you've gotten the most out of that, or do you feel like you could? No. Okay, so
I can say no as well.
I'm going to tell you that I have not utilized the service for what it offers me, but I am in that elitist category of it's nice to have it in case I want to use it.
Of course, right? And that too, where like
same
people,
concept as a condom.
People, wow, hold up, where people have like almost FOMO of not having it because they're like, well, shit, if I don't have it, then I don't get X, Y, Z, but I don't want to have it, and it's just like, so.
And I get your point with the whole like subscription services that it's like you have to have it because of that FOMO. That's a good point.
Yeah. I was about to say that because sometimes.
Well, I said it first.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's like because sometimes for example, like Stephanie, friend of the show, Stephanie, she jumped on PlayStation Plus because Stray was coming for free for during one of the months. And the cool thing now is that she jumped on PlayStation Plus. She got it for 30 days, and she added Stray to her library, which means it does not go away. So when she drops her PlayStation Plus but decides to come back, she has Stray in her library again. Stuff like that. And things like that. So yeah, that builds that goes into that FOMO thing. Like people who were smart and did not buy Deathloop, in that whole year of exclusivity that was on PlayStation 5, now have it for free. Stuff like that,
You win some, you lose some.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are people that know how to play the game. Let's put it that way, for the and I also am in the same category with Stoy, whereas like I have PlayStation Plus Premium, but I was kind of grandfathered into it. I had all this time left over, so I just took the grandfather deal. Like I have to figure out what I'm resubscribing at in like the next 20 days because I think my premium runs out on the 21st of this month. But then I gotta figure out, do I stay with premium or do I just drop down to extra? Because I do like all the bonus games that you get. The thing that's holding me back is like there's so many PS3 games that I would love to come back and revisit but you have to play them streaming. There are games, PS3 games out there, but they've been remastered during the PS3 era that you can play those directly downloaded without having to stream. But not all the games I want to play, are like that, and that's the sad part. So yeah, so I'm also at that crossroads, like I'm probably gonna be part of that
No pun
1.9
intended.
million.
At the
Yep.
crossroads, not in the
At the
off
cross.
roads. The
Yeah,
crossroads.
I'm
We
probably
need a
gonna be.
jingle. We need a
I'm-
jingle.
Yeah, so
At
I will
the
Can you
probably
tell
be.
I'm over this conversation already?
All right.
Is that our
well,
jingle? Is that our jingle, Andre?
I'm working on it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Got to put a sick
All
beat
right.
behind it.
So to wrap this segment up real fast, declining numbers of PlayStation Plus, but because of the accessibility to PS5 though, like Sony has seen, even though they're losing clients on PlayStation Plus, they are still making money. Now I think that's because they have the tiers, and like I said, there's a lot of price tag confusion and stuff like that. That's probably going to even itself out because they got a 10% increase in revenue over this time. They've been hemorrhaging, like users.
Listen, to put a nail in this coffin, just because they're losing subscribers does not mean doom and gloom for the service, like some people
That's
would
true.
have you to believe. Because I mean, it can't just continually go up. There's going to be stagnation. There's going to be drops in numbers. What this does is this is going to spur Sony to act to say, hey, we don't want to bleed numbers continuously. We have to start bringing in some bigger titles. So
Mm-hmm.
what this does is this maybe gives them a kick in the butt to say, let's start kind of providing a little bit more value to our customers who have this service to keep them around and maybe get some of these people who canceled, maybe get some of them coming back. Because we all know what subscription services is that, sometimes you drop it and then you come back and you rebuy it. Not everybody
I
has a
think.
continual source of income, like,
Mm-hmm.
routinely. So, maybe some months you got to make cuts and you just say, okay, I'll get that later. But, yeah, this isn't doom and gloom for Sony. I think, like I said, if
Yeah.
anything, this is still a brand new service for them to be offering. So,
Yeah.
growing pains.
I think no. I think.
And that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Cool. Just to add this real fast, what you're saying, Stoy, I think Sony has already realized that because look at some of the quality stuff that's come out on the PlayStation Plus Extra tier. Like I said, last month we got Deathloop. We had Stray. At one point there are some pretty fucking phenomenal games that come out on the mid tier of PlayStation Plus, and I think that's honestly where Sony is trying to draw you to get. Like, you don't have to get premium, but you can definitely stop at Extra. I think that's what Sony's trying to do. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Because Microsoft is also losing money on their subscriber service, that being Xbox Game Pass.
Basically
And
the same shit.
It's the
yeah,
same shit. Yeah, that's it.
essentially, yeah. Okay, so Microsoft Game Pass growth has been slower than expected after Microsoft set a high target to accomplish here. Microsoft noted that they have failed to hit its internal target number of Xbox Game Pass subscribers for the second year in a row. I did not do that. Who did that? Who put the smiley face at the end? Who did that?
That was me.
All right. Although Xbox Game Pass usually gets all the plaudits for its incredible value, questions are often thrown around about its ability to be sustainable. While Phil Spencer recently told the world that Game Pass is indeed profitable, the service itself seems to be growing at a slower pace than Microsoft had hoped for. Spencer claimed that Xbox Game Pass is 10 to 15% of its overall revenue. That's overall revenue to Microsoft. It's a little confusing that when it's worded like that, but I took that right from the article, and that the service itself is profitable for the company. All right. Axios reports that a new financial filing made by the company gives information on its annual target that was tied to company CEO Satya Nadella's pay. Wow. Wow. When you hear that word, then you understand why when I tell you this next thing. Microsoft was looking for a growth rate of 72.88% in Game Pass subscribers for the fiscal year that just ended in June. The number they got was 28.07. Now, there's a lot of things that are factoring into this. Remember, as we went into summer, People were like, is Xbox Game Pass worth the value right now when there are no first party games coming out? And the first party was as we shifted into the Xbox Series generation of consoles. Remember how they said like there was going to be a first party game out every month for people to play on Game Pass? Remember that, guys?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Y'all are looking at me like I just spoke Urdu. If you don't remember, it's fine. If you don't remember, it's fine. But basically, but I think you guys do remember that Xbox, that Microsoft started hemorrhaging like users off of Xbox Game Pass because people were saying that there's no games for it. They were looking for the new games, and all they were getting were third party games. You know, either third party games they didn't really care about, or third party games that were already proven to be popular and people already had in their libraries anyway. And stuff like that. So people were jumping ship off the X. They were pausing their Xbox Game Pass subscriptions and stuff like that. Uh, I'm just going through this real fast. All right. In order for the target to be hit, Microsoft had to see a growth rate of 72.88%. They only got 28.07%. This is the second time that the Game Pass growth rate has failed to reach its internal targets. In the 2021 fiscal year, the target was for 47.79 growth, but the final number was 37.48. Not too bad of a margin, but shit. From they were looking for 73%, and they only got they only got 28%. That's damning.
Woof. Woof.
There's no. I mean, they haven't brought value, and that's why people are leaving. So
exactly, which is
but
exactly what you said
I guarantee
about
you the numbers.
Plus.
I guarantee you the numbers will jump up next year once they start actually putting out their first party titles that they've been working on.
Hey-o,
For real, yeah, for real.
Make Halo great again.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
give it to someone else.
Yeah, fridge.
As of January 2022, Game Pass has over 25 million subscribers, according to Microsoft. All right, so pay attention to me real fast here. We've got Redfall coming out. We've got Starfield coming out. We've got Forza Motorsport 7 Is it 7? 7, right?
No.
8?
I
thought it was 7.
I think it's 8.
It is 8. Yeah, okay. And we've got Minecraft Legends all launching in the first half of next year, hopefully, on Game Pass. And you guys may not have been on the EXP cast with me, Stoy, and Pat when we were there for the Xbox showcases. But damn, like they had a lot of stuff coming. As a matter of fact, I will find their grid, and I'll share it on Crossroads, on the Crossroads Twitter, which guess what has a new handle. I'll mention that a little bit later. We're done here unless you guys had something additional to say about this.
Nope, you said it all.
Because we're running out of time, so we're gonna rumor control this and we're gonna take it home.
All right.
Because you guys have seen the tweets from the Crossroads Twitter account. You know what we're about to talk about. Is something on the horizon for Metal Gear Solid? Is something coming? What's happening here? Are we in Bizarro land? What is Konami doing? I feel like that's the overall like gamut that you're seeing right now on the internet. So, in case you are wondering, a new Metal Gear Solid game has been potentially teased by a rumored developer. All right, so Metal Gear Solid 3. This game is getting all the buzz right now. It's trending on Twitter. It's trending on the internet, stuff like that. It's looking like there's a possibility that Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater will be getting a remake.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Last year, there was.
Wonder why this one.
I have a theory. Last year, prominent news reports came out about suggesting that Chinese developer Virtuos was working on a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Although those reports still haven't been proven to be accurate just yet, employees at the company have confirmed in a roundabout way that the studio is working on a remake of some sort. And while we're still left waiting to see if this project is tied to Metal Gear Solid, Virtuos itself may have just teased as much. Going around the internet, if you don't even have to look really hard. If you just go on the internet, you will see one of the members of the development team. They're actually at a workstation, and there is a Metal Gear Solid reference book, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater reference book, right next to them. The fact that this book was at the artist's workstation does not seem to be a coincidence.
Is this really like that's not the only indication, right? That is
That's
really
not the
not the
only.
only.
That's not the only.
Okay,
That's
all
not the
right.
only indication. But
Okay.
yeah, but this
I
one right
just
here
like
is
how
just.
people read into so much little shit.
Well, yeah,
Like it's
but
just like he had a book of it facing down, like in the background of like Bugs Bunny cartoon art. It's like that doesn't mean anything.
it
People
doesn't
are
mean
so
anything.
quick to jump to rumors. It's crazy.
Stoy, where's your clown makeup at? I
Hey
know you
man,
didn't. I know you
you know
didn't throw
there
it
was a
all away
reason.
after 2 weeks ago. I know you didn't throw all that away.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You know,
Because I was about to say, man, like you were looking like the world's most butthurt dude, like for like the last year because of all this Silent Hill stuff, and then Silent Hill, Konami paid it forward for you.
I
What
patiently
what
waited. I patiently waited. I
what
patiently waited. That was it.
Andre? Did they announce like 5 games? They announced 5 games and 2 movies, didn't they? For
One
Silent
movie.
Hill, huh?
5 games and
Not
one movie.
one movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one's like an interactive series. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, where
But
it's literally
anyway,
only one day.
so yeah, so I'm not sure if this is some hocus pocus that Konami's doing. It's like, yeah, we got the Silent Hill people like we got Silent Hill people on the hook. Let's get the Metal Gear Solid people on the hook. They got my ass on the hook. For sure. Like I'm now invested in this, especially like I recently came to like fall in love with Metal Gear Solid 3.
Well,
Now,
if this is true, I mean, this is good for Konami because, you know, it's something they have all these established franchises,
mhm,
that have been popular for years. So why not actually start giving them out to developers? And I really think probably the positive press that a lot of people have given for all the Silent Hill projects that are going on, I
yeah.
think that maybe spurs them a little bit to, maybe do this more with other franchises. I mean, admittedly, they've probably been working on these things for a couple years now, but at the
Mhm.
very least, like, it's good that we're still going to see maybe some more Metal Gear Solid. I wouldn't be surprised if there was another one that they're working on, but it's just weird that they would go for Metal Gear Solid 3. I would
You want to
assume
hear
they would
you
have
want to hear my
remade. I would assume they would have made 2.
you want to hear my theory about why Metal Gear Solid 3?
Do I have a choice?
Because it's the best one.
It's not the best one.
Oh,
Well, I don't want to say that
I'm
and get I don't want to say that
I'm
and then
I'm
people carpet
kidding. It's
bomb
not.
my DMs.
It's
I don't.
not the best one, but I really enjoyed 3. 3 was cool.
I came to love and appreciate 3 after completely like spitting on it back when it was a brand new game on PS2.
Mm.
Um, all right, the reason why I think as a theory that Metal Gear Solid 3 is what they start with is because Metal Gear Solid 3 is the focal point of the whole Sons of Big Boss like storyline.
That's a
Yeah, it
good
was pretty
point.
much the prequel. Yeah,
Yeah,
to
That's a
everything.
good
yeah,
point.
yeah.
That's a good
Okay,
So
point.
that
it is
makes
so
sense.
it's a good starting point. They start there, and then depending on how they want to do it, because they can completely skip Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 if they want.
Well, they
Metal
already
Gear.
remade Metal Gear 1.
Don't don't skip
No,
one.
no, no.
One's
When
a
I say I'm
fucking
talking about the NES
godsend.
games, I'm talking about the NES games. I'm not talking about Metal Gear Solid. I'm talking about the
Uh,
NES games.
oh, okay, got it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
because the way that the way the storyline goes, and this is not including like the PSP games and the Vita game. Wait, there was no Vita game. This is not
No.
including the PSP games, and Metal Gear Acid and all that stuff, which is also PSP, because all those games technically are also all those games took place before the events of Metal Gear NES games, and definitely the Metal Gear Solid games for PlayStation. Um, but so like
No. Are you talking Metal Gear Solid 3? Because Acid and Peace Walker happen after
are
3.
after 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Okay.
But yeah, but if if they're doing it like basically an anthology, a big let's just call it a big boss anthology. They start Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and then they immediately they can do Peace Walker if they want to. They can skip Peace Walker and just give us kind of like Cliff's notes of it, and go directly to Metal Gear for NES, and remake that game from the ground up. In all honesty, that is my dream. That's my dream that they modernize the original Metal Gear game. That is my dream. That doesn't mean it'll ever happen though. But yeah, they go straight from Metal Gear Solid 3 to Metal Gear 2. Then they go to Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear
Or they
Solid
just
2.
make a new game.
Yeah.
I mean
There's
that's
that.
That's my thought on it. Like,
there's that too. But do
remake
we?
one game.
But hold on. Do we trust Konami? Look what Konami did. Look at how Konami handled the Phantom Pain, and how they and definitely Metal Gear. What was that? What was that zombie game?
Oh, Metal Gear Survive.
Survive.
Yeah. Do we trust them to do anything with original content?
Well, that's why they're shopping it out to other developers, which is smart.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I know I missed something somewhere because Metal Gear. Because technically the way the games go, you got Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. You've got Metal Gear. You got Metal Gear the Portable Ops.
Yeah.
You got Portable Ops, and then you have Metal Gear 1. Actually, no, you have Metal Gear the Phantom Pain.
Oh my god.
Because remember, the big boss.
I gotta Google this to help you.
Yeah, because remember the big boss that Solid Snake kills in Metal Gear 1 is not the big boss. It's an imposter. It's that guy from the Phantom Pain. It's that guy. Yeah, so I mean, like, yeah, Metal Gear has like a fucking convoluted history, but that's why I'm saying this is why I think Metal Gear Solid 3 is the game that they want to remake first, because like it's the focal point, it's the starting point for the entire storyline.
Mm-hmm.
You know, without them trying to go into like how Jack, you know, who's Big Boss, you know, how he got trained.
Well, you know, and like I said, my I wouldn't mind them kind of maybe redoing the story a little bit, kind of doing a little soft reboot. So if they do Snake Eater, which is the first in the timeline, if they redo Snake Eater, maybe make some kind of story changes to kind of pave the way for a new series of games, or even just like
make spin off
like a soft reboot, like a soft reboot.
Okay,
you know, like Tomb Raider did that. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is doing that. You know, so this would be good to kind of get the best of both worlds. They take Snake Eater, they take everything that happened in it, maybe make a few little changes in the story, maybe add some characters, take out some other characters. Yeah, do the whole big boss timeline, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Andre, you got anything to add in this?
I do agree that it'd be smart to start a Snake here since it's the main one, and I would like to see, as Stoy said, I would like to see almost a soft reboot, not the here's my homework, but don't copy it word for word.
Yeah,
and then I
agree.
I would appreciate it more, because I feel like if you reboot it and do the same shit, it's like, well, I already played this, but it just looks better. But if you remake it, tweak it a bit,
if they give the same treatment that Resident Evil 2 and 3 got, you know, I don't think anybody will complain.
No, perfect, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Do that with the MGS series, and I will lock in load all day. Because MGS is still
legacy.
It's so good
for generations of gamers. Is like it's part of our DNA.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, dudes in fucking Super Smash Bros. Like that says something.
Hey, Mega Man's in Super Smash Bros. Too, though.
So chronologically, you got Snake Eater, you got Portable Ops, Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, the Phantom Pain, and then you got the original Metal Gear.
Yep.
And then you got Solid Snake, which is, you know,
it's Metal Gear 2.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, it's the second NES Metal. Well, the second.
No, Solid Snake was technically Snake's Revenge.
No, Snake's Revenge is the one-off. That's the one Kojima had nothing to do with.
Yeah, so I think that was Metal Gear 2 then. I think that's what they called it in Japan.
Yeah, Metal Gear 2.
Because then you got Metal Gear Solid. Then you got Sons of Liberty.
Then you go straight to 4.
Then you got Guns and Patriots. And then you have Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Fun fact, did you guys know?
You know, that's the. I also feel like that one's also a spin-off. You know,
no, it's part of the timeline. It's a platinum game.
Does that say it's part of the timeline? If it says part of the timeline, I'll believe you.
I'm looking at the fucking timeline right
here. Okay.
Man, I'm looking at it.
Did you guys know in MGS3, the Phantom Pain, you can do a rescue mission where you save Hideo Kojima?
No, that was in Ground Zeroes.
Yeah, it's Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
Is it Ground Zero?
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing. Ground Zeroes is pretty much
Ground
a demo
Zeroes was
of Phantom
Ground
Pain.
Zeroes was a setup for Phantom Pain.
It's pretty much a demo of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't play that one. Sorry, I played Ground Zero. Or sorry, I played Phantom Pain.
Sick.
Yeah. I played. Yeah, but there's a mission in here where you can rescue an NPC who looks legitimately like Hideo Kojima.
Doot, 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 doot.
All right. Well, you know what? To you guys out there that are watching us or listening to us, let us know your thoughts about this whole Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater thing. Or just let us know in general. What do you guys think about? Is it a possibility that anything besides outside of Silent Hill is getting redone or remastered or rebooted by Konami? We'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Head over to Twitter and hit us up at Crossroads_VGP. That's our new handle over there. Look us up.
Which
Let us
Metal
know.
Gear is your favorite, and why is it Snake Eater? Let us
Are
know
we
in the
answering
comments.
that question right now?
No. Like I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
I don't know. Me personally, I like Metal Gear Solid 2. That's my favorite one.
Same. Andre, what's yours?
Two's the one where no. What's the one where you fight? Oh my god, fucking Psycho Mantis and
That's one.
three
That's
of it.
one. Yeah.
Okay, that's my favorite one.
Yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
That's a good one.
My
It's a very solid one. It's a very.
that's haha, no pun intended. Haha.
one.
Yeah, that's my favorite one ever.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and wrap the show up. No big topic tonight, unfortunately. We're running way over time here, and I respect my friends. You know, my friends here. They have a life. They have stuff to do, and I have to go to bed sometime soon here. So that's our show for tonight. As always, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Crossroads Game Podcast. And Andre, Stoy, thank you guys. I love you.
Anytime.
Appreciates you.
Yeah. Before we head out, here's how you can connect with us at the show. I don't care. Someone go first. I don't care.
You can reach me over at Twitter and Instagram. And I think YouTube, because I got an email about I can choose my handle now. So if you just,
boy,
I know I'm getting somewhere. So it's at ANN underscore WILSON. Instagram, Twitter, and I think YouTube might be that as well.
wait.
Not,
So you're now Ann Wilson?
no.
You said
Oh fuck!
at
I'm sorry.
ANN.
ANNDRE. Sorry, I'm reading something about MGS completely spaced. I'm so sorry. ANNDRE underscore WILSON. Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and also I am one of the hosts for the podcast, The Ball Sack. And I'm not kidding. I'm serious about this.
Believe you.
We have 2 episodes up. We talk about anime, life, games, and we're just three friends.
What's the link for them?
I'll send you it. I'll send you it.
All right.
Yeah. So you can find that on YouTube. Right now we don't have any video, so if you just kind of pop it up, it's basically like a black screen. So we're working on it.
Oh, you gotta
right
work
now.
on that. You gotta work on that.
Yeah. So
no.
Find me there.
No, your audience is gonna rip you to shreds.
I know. I'm talking to the boys tomorrow about it.
All right, Stoy, you're up.
I am on the EXP Cast. We're a video game podcast with the Boss Rush Network. You can follow us there, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at EXP Cast. We put out episodes Mondays. And you can also follow me on my personal Twitter at StoyMKE8. So definitely at me once you get your copy of Bratz.
Do it.
Yeah. I want you to at me, and I want you to, send me a picture of you picking it up from the store or you downloading it off.
Or you getting Starbucks because your name's Chloe.
Yeah.
That.
With an
yeah.
L. With an L.
With an L.
I want you to send me a picture of your Starbucks cup with Chloe spelled CLOE.
Yeah.
Please. That's it.
I just subscribed to the Ball Sack podcast.
Yes, we got him, R2.
All All right. As always, you can find me on social media, YouTube, Twitch, as well as hitting me up on PlayStation Network or Steam by looking up Exodus 803. Don't forget, Wednesday nights, I am part of the Boss Rush podcast crew with Corey Dirick and Stephanie Klimov, where we have that little thing called After Dark, which, if you want to learn more about that, head over to bossrush.net, check out their Patreon, and you will see how you can get early episodes of that show before everybody else does. Why did I lose my place? I'm sorry, I lost my place. Here.
Don't be sorry, just be better.
Just be better.
Oh no! Why'd you do me like
yeah.
that? That's dirty, man.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
All right. Here are a few suggestions for your consideration. So head on over to bossrush.net and check these out. Our friend Blocks Gaming Reviews wants to know, are video games actually all that expensive? You can find out by reading his November 1st edition of the Boss Rush banner, and you might be surprised at what you learned on that one. Our friend Stephanie Klimov has a brand new review for us. See what she has to say in her game review for Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is available for Nintendo Switch right now. And lastly, Nintendo Power Block has a new team member. So go listen to Nintendo Power Block Expansion Pass episode 36 and get to know the newest member, Miss Cordy Yikes, and also check out their discussion on the influx of games on the Switch. I feel like that might be a good topic to listen to, but we already know Ed's gonna just be Superfan 99, so that's how that goes. For even more unique and interesting news and topics, swing by bossrush.net and check out all the things our talented writers, content creators, and contributors are serving up on the site. If you'd like to keep the conversation going with us, like I said, we have a brand new handle. Head over to YouTube. Head over to Twitter. And hit us up at crossroads_VGP. If you've enjoyed tonight's show, please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And also hit the notification bell so you don't miss when a new episode comes out. And over on the podcast side, you can leave us a review as well as a 5-star rating if you really enjoyed the show, because we'd love to hear from you and we'd love to get that feedback because we just want to make the show better for you guys. We really do, and we also want to know what makes you tick out there. So yeah, hit us up. Let us know. All right.
I also wrote an editorial about critique versus criticism in video games and how we should be critiquing video games as opposed to just outright criticizing them. So it's an interesting editorial. Let me know what you guys think if you guys read it.
Yeah, definitely. All that and more can be found over at bossrush.net. Hey, everyone. This has been episode 99 of the Crossroads Podcast. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Episode 100 next week. We got work to do. Let's just put it this way. Everybody out there, we love and appreciate you for hanging out with us for this episode. As a partner of the Boss Rush Network, please do us a favor. Go out there, play games, be better. Don't listen to these guys. Don't go out there harassing and punching kids. That's not cool. It's not cool. Crossroads doesn't condone. Crossroads Podcast
Fuck them
doesn't
kids.
condone that.
They deserve it. They deserve it.
Them kids.
All right, please come back next week for our all-new episode, which is episode 100. We are celebrating next week, so you all go out there, have a great night, and we will see you next time. We love you. Take care.